Hello. Today we are doing some nonograms and we will see what happens with that. Nonograms are Japanese puzzles with lots of numbers, and probably going to be doing some coloured ones today. So they'll have all of these lovely colours here. They're quite complicated to look at. They look big and scary, but I swear they're not that hard. I made a start on this one. It's going to be strawberry jam. Just because I don't want to start something that's really difficult on stream and then cry over it, you know? As much as that would be entertaining for you guys to watch, we don't need to make myself go insane tonight, right from the get-go at least. So, I might turn myself down a little bit because I'm talking louder than I expected. Okay, that's a bit better. Hello, Aizen and Cats and 10VT. I hope you're all doing amazingly today. I am home. I wasn't home yesterday, so I have my regular streaming set up again now, which is nicer. I have more room. It's nice to be on my own desk, you know? Alright then. So I guess we'll get started. If anyone wants to tell me about their days, things they've been doing recently, I'll happily know. I'd love to find out about your lives because it's just interesting. I'm not sure where I was going with that. Alright. Sweet star, I believe I remember you. Thank you so much for missing me. Oh, that's so sweet. How have you been? I hope you've been good. Lots of meetings day for you. Oh, that kind of sucks. Meetings are painful, aren't they? It's lots of. I can imagine that would not be a fun time. I hope that you don't have to go through that too many times. Is that going to be a reoccurring thing? You're gonna have a bunch more meetings tomorrow? So that would really suck. Oh my god. I don't know. Let's have a look. So I'm thinking about where you place these things. Thank you so much for pressing the hearts button. Thank you. I like the fact that someone can appreciate me anonymously. Well, support me anonymously, not appreciate. Appreciate me is a weird way of putting it. Wednesdays are full of meetings for you, but it's not too bad when cameras are optional. Ah, yes, that makes it a lot easier because you can be wearing whatever you want, you know, no one has to know that you never got dressed that day and you're still in your pajamas. It's great. I'm glad that you don't have to wear your cameras. Wear your cameras? That is not a sentence. Put on your cameras. I remember I was still in school during lockdown, so we had a lot of times where we'd have to have cameras on, and I swear the entire time I just told my teachers that my camera did not work. I committed to it and they never knew that it absolutely did work because it was my camera on my computer, and it was great. I don't know why they believed me. I don't know. I think there was quite a few people who told the same lie because it was, I don't know. I just felt so embarrassing having myself on camera. Camera, what's that teach? Exactly. Just feign ignorance. Pretend you don't know how to make your computer work, even if you know everything about it. To be fair, for the first couple of months, like for the first few years I had my camera, I didn't understand what I'd done. Like, it worked at first, and one day it stopped working. And I could not figure out how to turn it back on. And I don't know why, I don't know how I managed to do it in the first place. I'd gone into some kind of setting on my camera that meant that I had just completely disabled it. And I don't remember doing that. I don't know how it happened, but I accidentally came across it one day and my camera just suddenly worked again. So at that point onward, it was a lie. But actually at first, my camera not working was the truth because I didn't understand how to use it. I don't know how that happened. Oh my god. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, I'm gonna have a quick drink. I'm already thirsty, you know, thirsty stream today. Today's stream is a bit later than most streams that I do because I usually stream around 8. And I did schedule it for 10 because I have archery sometimes on a Wednesday. We didn't go because we thought it might rain and we didn't want to get soaked, but we had that last time and yeah, it was pretty miserable. Don't do archery in the rain, honestly. But yeah, so I just kind of went to bed and then woke up early with an alarm for the stream because I was tired, you know? I had a very busy day, lots of walking. Not fun. Carrying lots of stuff as well. But it's all worth it. I'm home now. I'm home. It's all good. That's too bad. Archery is fun. Archery is fun. I love archery. I used to do competitions and stuff, and I haven't done one for years because I've just been too inconsistent with it. I've done archery since I was about 13, maybe 12. Wait, how old were you in year 8? 12. I've done archery since I was 12, yeah. And that was great fun. We used to do it at school because one of my someone who went to the archery club that I still go to actually, used to be a kind of a teaching assistant at the school, and she ran an archery club for us there. So I really wanted to do it for years because I watched Brave as a child and I was obsessed. I don't know why. I think it was her hair. I loved it. I'm surprised that I didn't end up making my VTuber have ginger hair, but I didn't. I guess I like turquoise too much. Because my VTuber is what I want my hair to be one day, you know? It's based on me when I have money to afford hair dye. Yay! Oh my god, what was I saying? Ginger V isn't coming? I don't think so. I don't think maybe I could do it, couldn't I? It won't be that hard. I could just kind of pop into Vieus studio, change some colours. Just put on a hue layer and change it to orange, and that would do the trick, you know. Maybe one day as a little fun thing. I don't know. We'll see. Oh my god, what was I thinking about archery? Yeah. So I've been doing it for quite a long time, but I've moved around a lot and had times when I couldn't do it for a long time. So I've been really, really inconsistent, and my skills aren't as good as they should be, considering I probably have. If I had done it consistently, I would have done it for 7 years. So, it's a shame. It's fine. You know, it's a lifelong thing. You can do it until quite an old age. A lot of people at my archery club, I've never asked them their age, but they do look like some of them might be retired. So you really can keep going as long as you like. And it's not too strenuous, but it does get exercise out. You are using your arm muscles, keeping them really strong, especially as you use heavier bows with high poundage. And you are getting lots of walking in, which is always good for you. Hello, James Bailey. How are you doing today? It's nice to see you again. We are doing nonograms, as I think that's what you mean by this again. It's big and scary, but I'm trying to make some strawberry jam. I think you can see the kind of the strawberry case here. Not sure what this is going to be, this grey stuff and all this green at the bottom. I guess we'll find out. I have no idea. Is this a 17? I believe it is, but that means that's too long. Wait, let me just count 4. Okay, let's continue. So anyone else done anything interesting? I know we mentioned yesterday that we went to Comic-Con recently, but I don't know how many details I should go into about that because it kind of spoils the video I recorded. I'm really, really going to try and get that out as quickly as I can. I need to make more videos more frequently, honestly, with my channel. It's not good. Because, you know, I'm still trying to figure out what sticks. I've had a couple of videos that have done great, and then some of them really don't do very well. And I know they're great. I'm passionate about the video I made, and I still love the videos I made. But sometimes they just don't get to the right people at the right time, or maybe it's just not something that many people wanted to watch. So I need to keep trying things, and the only way I can do that is if I just make content more frequently, and I need to get on with that. So I will get onto that tonight, start working on the MCM Comic Con video. Forgive me for working when you get on. That's okay. What? No, you can do your work. It's important for you to do your work. Because, you know, you need to make a living. I'm assuming you mean, like, a job, not schoolwork. But if it's schoolwork, that's also very important. Either way, whatever kind of work it is, I'm sure it's worth doing. Don't forget that for me. Oh my god. Oh dear. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I can go right there. So yeah, I'm gonna get on with that, and we'll see what happens. I didn't feel very well, I should mention, on that day, so I didn't film the most footage in the world as I'd like to, because I just wanted to go home, even though I wanted to, really was trying my best to enjoy it, but oh god, I did not feel good. And it's such a shame when you go somewhere like that and you don't feel good, because it costs a lot of money. Like going down to London, because that's what Comic Con is. You know, most people don't live in London, so you have to already pay for like train tickets, and then you have to. If I mean, I'm lucky, I have somewhere I can go, but if a lot of people would have to have somewhere to stay, pay overnight maybe. I mean, you could pop down for a day trip. Depends how far away you live. And then also you'd have to actually pay for the tickets and the food and anything you want to buy at the convention. It's a lot, and it's a real shame when you don't feel good. So I just kind of sucked it up and tried my best to keep smiling. So, you know, it'll be fine. I was originally planning on recording audio with the microphones and taught myself how to use them. I do know how to use my portable microphones now, because if you watch the video that I posted the other day, then you know that I didn't record properly last time. But because I didn't feel very well, I didn't really record anything live. Am I winning? Yes, I think I am Never Knows Best. I'm doing an okay job, you know. You can see the outline of this strawberry jam jar that I'm making in this Nonograms katana session. How are you doing? Are you winning? Are you winning with your life Never Knows Best? Are you having a good time? I'd love to know. I'm not sure if I should mention the fact that I didn't feel well in my video. I guess it makes decent entertainment. I know that it's really strange, when I made that video a long time ago about Brighton, that one did so well, and I do wonder if part of it was just because I mentioned that my brother smacked his head. Which I know it's awful, but it's something interesting. It's like, oh, drama kind of thing. People like things that are harsh and scary and people get hurt because they don't realise that it's real sometimes. I don't know. Maybe I should mention it. It's not that exciting though, compared to my brother hitting his head, so I'll think about how I can phrase it. I was thinking of making it into kind of a survival guide, so how to survive. The UK's British. No, what? The UK's British? That's not it. That's not how you talk. How to survive the UK's biggest anime and comic convention or something like that. I need to work on the title. But we'll see. Right now you are sweating like a saint. Oh my god, it's 30 degrees. How? Oh, it's only May. How are you going to survive the summer? Oh my god. I can't. Hot countries are scary to me. Good luck, Never Knows Best. Honestly, good luck. I hope you have air conditioning. I know it's expensive. I don't have air conditioning. I wish I did. I really should get that at some point. Once I have the money. I would definitely invest into air conditioning. I cannot handle the heat. I hope it doesn't stay this hot for too many days, Never Knows Best. That sounds awful. My god. How do you cope with the heat in your country? What do you guys do? I know a lot of places you just don't go outside during midday at all. You have air conditioning, but it's noisy. You don't turn it on. Maybe you should. I don't know. If you're suffering, it might be worth it. I don't know. You can know if you're trying to watch something like me. I guess you're watching me. You could just turn it up or put on some headphones and turn it up that way. I know it's not very good for your ears to do that, but I don't know. It's probably nicer than being unbearably hot all the time. Yeah, I guess you have to weigh it up, and obviously there is the money thing. I don't know. Thankfully, they turned the AC on in your building earlier this week. Before that, it was so bad you had to buy a fan. Why did I say fan with a TH there? What the hell? Oh my god, that's really good for you, Penboo. That would be painful. I did. Okay, what was I saying? Because, I had it one time when I went to Disneyland Paris, we had air conditioning for the first... No, it wasn't the first time in my life. No, the first time in my life was when I went to Greece. And there was air conditioning in there, and it was absolutely amazing. Oh my god. I can't believe how nice that was to have air conditioning. Why don't we have that in this country? It gets so hot. People are always complaining about the heat and we just don't invest in it. It's so strange. I get it, it gets cold here, but it is worth it. Like, a lot of people say something like, well, it only gets hot a couple of days of the year. What are they on about? It's hot for like the whole summer. I don't know. Maybe I just suck at handling heat and everyone else is fine. I don't know. Who says you were suffering? You're sweating because you were doing physical activity. You'll be fine soon. Oh, okay, that's good then. That's good. I'm glad you can cope with the heat then. I know that obviously it's more bearable if you grew up in that kind of heat. For me, it would be awful. Air conditioning is nice. It is nice. Do you not like air conditioning, cats? Really? I've never heard that before. I guess it can smell a bit weird because it's not very fresh air. I think, right? I don't know enough about air conditioning because, funnily enough, I haven't had much, as I've said. But I do really very much enjoy it. It's very nice. You can just lay there and cool down. I think I might have to take cold baths or something soon, otherwise I'm just gonna die and there'll be no more Vieus. We don't want that. Oh my goodness. It's gonna be hard in the summer because of course I'm gonna want to film some videos because it'll be nicer weather. There won't be as much rain and we'll have more free time. My brother might be there because he won't be at uni anymore, which will be nice. So I can do more exciting things. But I might die in the heat while I'm filming, and my phone might also overheat, which is something I need to think about. I don't know how I'm going to deal with that. Maybe I should bring an ice pack and just stick it in an ice pack with a bag. Oh god. I don't know. I don't want to damage my phone though. It is something I need to be careful of. Or it will just crash. Or corrupt my files, or god knows what, and that would not be good. Oh dear. I guess this is like a yellow rim on my lid. It's like, not rim, what's it called? The fabric. You can see up there. You can kind of see my mouse. My mouse is quite small on the screen, isn't it? But yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Oh my goodness. I haven't been talking much about my puzzles today, which is good because when I talk about the puzzle, it means I am running out of things to say. I'm trying my best to get better at talking on stream. It's definitely a difficult skill to learn. I don't know. If it's hot, just open windows. It helps a lot. Oh yeah, I do open windows. Absolutely. But when it's hot outside and it's hot inside, honestly, half the time it doesn't do that much, and you still die. I don't know. I think I'm too white. I just can't handle the heat. Like too northern European kind of white. I kind of. My body does not know how to cope with global warming. It freaks out and panics, and then I die. Talking is hard, Pemby. I understand the pain, and I'm sure you do too, because you do streams. I know you do. I don't usually do stream quite late at night for me, and I haven't really checked them out. But I will go watch at least some of that composition challenge thing, because it's based on something I hummed that one time, and that's so nice of you to try that. So I'll see what you do. And then fall asleep halfway through the stream. Oh my god. I don't know. Maybe it won't. It's not that bad. It's on a Saturday anyway. I don't know. Right. What are we doing? Black. That's the one. Where does this go? I'm getting confused. Oh, yes. I can do nonograms. It's all good. It's all good. I do this so much in my free time. Honestly, I'll just be sat there watching YouTube videos. One screen is the YouTube video, the other screen is this website called Nonograms Katana, and I'm just doing these all the time. I don't know. No pressure, but you appreciate if you do. You don't expect to finish in one stream. Oh yeah, I understand that. I would never finish one in one stream. That would take forever. I know some people are a lot faster, obviously, and I'm not that experienced. Still, it's a lot of work making a whole song in one stream. My goodness, you'd have to do like a 6-hour stream if you're lucky. That might do it. I don't know. I have so many compositions and art pieces that I start on stream and then I never look back at them ever again, so they're all just unfinished. It's really bad. I don't know. I still need to finish my profile picture. I know I tried my best to draw one on stream. I am highly considering just kind of doing this face or something. And just taking a screenshot and that'll be it. Because it'll look like me then, and it won't look so bad. I don't know. I don't think drawing is my greatest skill. You know, it's a lifelong thing that I'm trying to get better at, but I don't know, it's not quite up to scratch as the level of my model right now, so I don't know. The worst thing about hot weather is, in your humble opinion, that you can't shave properly with the electric shaver. Hot weather equals stubble on the face. Oh, okay. I have not experienced that because obviously I don't have a beard, but I can see why that would be an issue. I guess it's to do with all the sweat and the moisture, and it would be really difficult to do. That sucks. My goodness. I hope that you don't have to be in an environment where there's strict rules about what facial hair you're allowed to, maybe at work or something. That would be bad. I can't imagine there'd be somewhere that requires you to always be clean shaven. Oh my goodness. That's so extra. Should look into double-edged razors. They're more fun to shave with and cheaper in the long run. Okay. You don't need to be Gandalf, you don't need to be modest about your beard. You know nothing compared to me. I am not Gandalf and I do not have a beard, never knows best. How many times? I don't have one. I promise you. I'm not Gandalf. I'm just a Gandalf fan. You know? You know? Oh my god. Why are you so convinced about this? I don't know where it came from. Sorry, I was just playing Lord of the Rings or some Lego Lord of the Rings, I mean. And now you've just decided that's my identity. I'm not going to take any hobbits on grand journeys. It is not what I do. It's not one of my interests. Also, I don't know any hobbits. Not they're not real. Unfortunately. Okay, maybe if we dream. Maybe if we believe hard enough, but I don't know about you, but I've never seen one. Oh dear. Okay, so I'm just going to fill in some things, slightly concentrate for a moment here. So we have one here, one here, one here. Okay. That is wrong. Okay, not going well here. What have I done? So that's a 1, 2. And then you've got, oh, it goes there. Okay, I fixed it. It's all good. Right. Wait, who's everyone else's? I know I talk about Lord of the Rings a lot when I play my Lego game, but, you know, maybe someone who's not watched those is here. So, who's your favourite character in Lord of the Rings, if you have one? Oh, yeah, that reminds me. I was supposed to buy my dad a present at MCM Comic Con this weekend, and I couldn't find anything. Because I told him before I went, because it's for Father's Day, what kind of franchises he likes at the moment, and he said Blue-Eyed Samurai, and I know what that is. It's a animation on Netflix. I started watching a bit of it. It seemed okay. But and he wanted some socks. I could not find any socks that he would have liked. The only socks they sold were the really cutesy ones. But the problem with the really cutesy ones is they're only ever available in like up to size 8 UK, which is too small. I get my height from my dad. He has feet bigger than mine. It's not gonna work. I mean, I couldn't even fit those socks. So I didn't get anything, and I couldn't find anything else. Because usually I'd get him something like a Lord of the Rings beer themed t-shirt or something silly like that. But he's already got loads of those. He wanted socks, and he's gonna be so disappointed now. Why is buying presents so hard, god damn it? I don't know. What do you guys usually get for Father's or Mother's Day or anything like that? Maybe birthdays if you don't have parents. What kind of things do you like to get? Because it's a struggle. I never know what to get my mum either, because she doesn't really like things like chocolate other than dark chocolate. She only really likes one brand of dark chocolate, and she buys that from the supermarket, so that's not really an option. And I don't like buying people flowers because they just die, and it feels like a massive waste of money. And then she doesn't really like cake. I love making cakes. That'd be so easy if she liked cake. But it can't be easy, can it? Cash is an easy gift. Well, I don't have much money, so I have to think about things I can make. My dad is not taller than me. No, never knows best. I am about an inch taller than my dad. I'm not the tallest in my family, though. I think he has a brother who's 6'5", and I'm 6'4", and my dad's 6'3". So, you know, descending. I think his sister is something like 6'2", 6'1", something like that. She's pretty tall too. It's just definitely a tall side of the family. My mum's pretty tall as well, but not as tall as that. So I don't know. My dad wasn't fed properly as a child. He always used to tell me how he ate things like, he used to call them batterpuss, which is fried flour with water, basically. It's quite sad. But yeah, he didn't get very good nutrition, so he probably could have grown a lot taller. Maybe he would have been taller than me if he had been fed good food in his childhood. I don't know. That would have been interesting. So he'll never really know what his true potential was. I guess he can look at me and be like, maybe I would have been tall as her. Maybe he would have had that extra inch. I don't know. Who knows? Apparently when I was like 10, he thought I had just stopped growing because there was a period of time where I just didn't grow much for a while, but then I kept going and I ended up being very tall. I was already very tall, but I would have been like average height at that point. I was tall for my age, but yeah, I just kept going until I became very tall. It happens, you know. I don't know. I keep smacking my head on things all the time. It's not the best. What was I saying? Too much height talk, you know? No one. People can't relate to that. Strange new live feature? Yes, this is a YouTube Shorts live stream, wrote Chris Pilsker. I have done them before. I don't do them as often as I used to. I probably should, because they're a good way to get new people and, you know, a bit more reach. It's nice. A cake is a good gift, but it's bad for health if it's sweet. A good pancake cake is a good variant. Well, I would. Yeah, that's the thing. But my mum doesn't like pancakes or cakes. She likes scones, but apparently I've given her scones too many times, and she still has scones in the freezer from last time, and it's not really that great. I don't need to worry about Mother's Day for now, because that was a while ago. But my presents just always kind of suck, because I never know what to get anyone, and gift giving is hard. I don't know, and we have such a strong gift giving culture, I think, as a society in the UK. You know, you're expected to get people birthday presents, Mother's Day presents, Father's Day presents, Christmas presents. It's just part of what you have to do, and they'll get you stuff in return. If you don't do that, people will be sad, because that's how we were raised, and it's hard. Especially when you don't have that much money. I mean, you have to really think hard about what you can get, and then it's just disappointing. Yorkshire pudding's good. I do like Yorkshire puddings, very much so, at Christmas skin. They're very nice. Especially with a roast dinner, of course. A Yorkshire pudding on its own, it isn't that great. All of the flavour comes from the gravy. On its own, it's a bit dry and empty, but it's not meant to be eaten on alone. You really are meant to have it with gravy, and you can do... I remember in primary school, because we didn't really like the vegetables very much, we used to, on roast dinner day, we used to have our Yorkshire pudding with all our meat and vegetables and mashed potato and everything, and you would just shove it all into the Yorkshire pudding and then make a little Yorkshire pudding bowl and eat that, and then it was a bit more bearable, because they put this really weird margarine in the mashed potatoes and they tasted strange. I grew to really like them over time, but at first, ooh, they were nasty. My taste bud changed. I guess I got used to it. And I ended up really liking their carrots and stuff. I think primary school is what taught me how to eat carrots, because I did not like them very much at all at first. But I forced myself to eat them, because I like my roast dinners, and it was nice. It's funny, because gifts are no longer really gifts when they are expected. I guess that's true, yeah, but I don't know, it's just the way culture has become. I don't know. I'm gonna have a quick drink. Alright. I'm glad we don't have any more holidays than that, though. There's not like some big summer holiday where you also have to get everything, and we don't have to give gifts at Easter or anything like that. That would be too much. The only thing at Easter is maybe my mum might get me an Easter egg, and that would only be like £3. And that's it. It's not much more than that, which is reasonable. It's not too much. Although they really have been skyrocketing in price recently. I don't know. When my mum saw the prices this year, she was like, "How much?" And yeah, we saw them originally in Aldi, which is the cheapest supermarket in the UK, pretty much. I think most of the time it is. And my mum was convinced she could get them cheaper somewhere else, and then we went into Sainsbury's and they cost more, and she ended up paying more than they were in Aldi for the same Easter egg. So that was her fault. I don't know. Do you guys eat Easter eggs in other countries, or is that a very British thing? I don't know. I've never really thought about it. Is eating chocolate Easter eggs a big thing in other places? I know a lot of these things are probably quite specific to my country. I don't know. We have our things we like to do, our foods. And a lot of people hate our food. but I like it. And that's what counts, as long as you like the food you're eating. I do really like a lot of other countries' food. I really like Japanese food. I had gyudon tonight for tea, which is like stir-fried beef with onions and maybe some vegetables on a bowl of rice, and then you have some eggs in it and a really nice sauce made of mirin and soy sauce and sake. It's nice. I really recommend it. It came out well. But tonight we actually had pork, so it wasn't really gyudon, was it? It was like whether pork is don. I don't know my Japanese. Your chocolate eggs in Canada? You think the US does that too? Oh, okay, that's interesting. Thank you for telling me. Are you? I didn't realize you're from Canada, Dependbu. That's cool. Nice. I want to go visit Canada one day. I'm not sure if I want to visit the US because it sounds quite scary. But Canada, I feel like that country's a bit safer. So, you know, I would love to go there. It sounds like fun. Plus, I like cold weather, and you guys are a cold country. You're a little bit colder than us, I think. It tends to snow more there, right? I don't know. It seems like the countries in both America and Canada seem to get a lot more snow in the winter. You have a more variety of temperatures, like summer, hot, winter. You still get snow. We don't get that. I don't know. We get a lot of storms because they're always sweeping across our country from the Atlantic. It's that's why you have the stereotype of the UK always raining. It's not always raining. It's just the weather is so unpredictable, and the weather forecasts are just not the best reliable thing. It's like when it says, pardon me, it just changes its mind constantly. But like hours before the rain happens, so you really don't know what's going to happen. You just have to risk it half the time and just bring your coat. Yes, you think the Gulf Stream warms the UK, so it's warmer than us. If you visit Toronto, the lake makes things less harsh. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Yeah, we have the Gulf Stream, so it does keep us warmer, and we're quite lucky to have that because the country would be quite cold otherwise. I'm pretty sure the UK is further north than a lot of Canada's big cities. I know it's obviously not further north than all of the country, but I'm pretty sure your main cities are further south than us. But because of our Gulf Stream, it's not so cold here, which is nice. And I guess it made it more desirable for, that's probably why people like the Vikings wanted to come here, because we get the extra heat. It's interesting how the UK has all its mountains on the west. I've always found that so strange, because it absorbs all the rain, and then the east gets barely anything. It's a strange little piece of geology and geography. Is it geology or geography? I guess it's both. It's like the rocks, and it's also it doesn't matter anyway. It's a strange part of the country, I guess. I don't know. I find it fascinating. I used to love watching geography videos. I should do it more. I did geography GCSE. And yeah, that was interesting. It was a lot of learning about places in London actually, which wasn't most fun. I don't know. Geography. You think it's geography? Okay. It's like it's about mountains and big rocks and tall things. I guess it is geography in this case. Yeah, I'm not actually talking about specific rocks. Thank you. Let's see then. What was I saying? Oh yeah. We went on a geography field trip, which is what they call them. We don't usually call school trips field trips, but in geography it was actually called a field trip. I don't know why, it's just what they call it at GCSE. And GCSE is the exams you take when you're 16, by the way. So we had to do a little bit of work for that outside of the exams. And so we went to a beach and it was miserable because it was really cold, wet and rainy. as it is a lot of the time in the UK, which is great. Also very windy because it was at the seaside. I don't know. I do like it when it rains because it makes everything really green and pretty, but then it's also quite miserable if you're not prepared. You need the right clothes, and often it's quite hot, and you're not it's hard to know what to bring with you sometimes. You don't want to be carrying too many things, but then you really regret it if you don't. I need to get some light raincoats, I think. Maybe one that you can... So I know you can get those ones that you fold up and then they fit really, really small in your pocket or something. I should get one. I do have a raincoat and I have a big warm coat as well, but my raincoat doesn't fold up, so I'll think about that. But then they're not as protective, are they? I don't know. I was watching some videos about raincoat design the other day. I'm not sure this is the most interesting thing in the world, but yeah, it's just interesting how they're not as protective as they possibly could be because they want to make them breathable, which means after a while some of the water just will get in, which is quite interesting. You do like rain too. You planted all the plants, they need water. Exactly. We do need the rain. A lot of people complain about the rain, but the rain is really important. And I personally think it makes everything look so pretty when it's raining. Honestly, everything just comes to life. And also there's like so many snails come outside in the rain. It's so funny to watch. It's just like, it's snail party time every time it rains. Especially on the paths. Oh my god. Can you imagine sweating in a foolproof raincoat? No, thank you. Yeah, it's true. It makes sense. You would get so hot in a fully waterproof raincoat that isn't breathable, but it would keep you dry. And that's something that we've decided to give up, I guess, as humans who buy raincoats. Because that's what's determining how they're made. It's not obviously based on the manufacturers deciding to do it. It's because that's what people want. No thank you and smell it. Yeah, you would be smelling it. When you solve the puzzle, does it make a picture? Yes, can you see the picture coming to life? Look, it's like a jam jar. It is a jam jar. This was what this one was called. So you can see the bow on the jam jar, and this is the outline. It's coming together. I'm not sure, I still don't understand why there's so much green all in the bottom right corner. Look at all these green squares. All this stuff down here. It's suggesting it's going to be on this row. And then you've got the same on up here as well. It's all going to be something down here. I don't know what it's going to be. It's so strange. Is there just going to be a bunch of leaves over here? It's a weird design. I don't know. We'll find out. Oh my god. Yeah, I was looking into that stuff because I really want to get more into outdoor walking and hiking and going to places, which is why I had a bit of a rebrand and stuff. I really, really, really do want to get into going outside more because I don't go outside enough and it's killing my health. Nonograms is probably the only game where you don't crave help. Well, it's because I spend too much time doing them in my free time. I swear, I have completed so much of this website. This website is amazing, by the way. It's got so many of these puzzles on it, but I've done a lot of them. The smaller ones, I have to go on to random categories. I can't just pop on the regular categories anymore. I have to start looking elsewhere. My phone's about to run out of battery. I thought I had it on charge before my stream, and turns out I didn't. Which is great. Because I like to have it up on the bottom because it helps me. It just gives me another way of seeing the chat and also another way to check my stream looks okay. But yeah, it's going to crash in a minute. It's going to die. That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. I just didn't have it turned on the plug. Because I know it's very useful that UK plugs have a on and off switch, but sometimes you do forget. You do forget to turn them on or turn them off, and then it doesn't work, and you have to get up again, or you have to cry because your thing didn't charge. But it's worth it. It's for safety. We do have the safest plugs, I believe, in the world, right? I don't know. That's what I've heard. we learned about them in science and stuff in school. I don't know which class that'd be. What's the website? The website is Nonograms Katana. So just like the Japanese sword katana, Nonograms Katana. If you look that up, you will find my website. It's fantastic. And it's got so many nonograms on it. You could spend hours and days just doing this non-stop, and you would struggle to run out of puzzles. Although you probably would start getting onto the ones that are massive, and then you would really struggle. Found it. Yeah, there you go. I'm glad you found it. I hope you enjoy. It's a good website. I don't know if nonograms are for everyone. It takes a little bit of time to understand what you're doing and to figure out the basic techniques of how to fill in gaps. But once you have the gist of it, it's just really relaxing. You can just click, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and place in your colours. And slowly watch the puzzle come together as you do something like watch YouTube or watch anime. I don't recommend watching subtitled anime though, because you need to be able to count, and that would get hard. You'd really lose where you were half the time. You'd have to keep pausing it. Yeah, don't do that. Maybe you can watch it dubbed. That'll probably work. But don't watch subbed anime while completing nonograms. Oh my god. You've done regular nonograms before, but you haven't done one with colour. Yeah, so they have regular ones as well, but they also have colour ones. There's lots of options for what you want to do. Lots of choice. They have a bunch of anime characters and stuff on here as well if you search them. If you look for the search functions and stuff. There's a lot of user-submitted ones. I don't know how this place makes more money, because they don't seem to have adverts. I'm not sure about that. It's a bit strange. I know that they have an app. I don't know, maybe all the money just comes from the app and the adverts on the app, and then this is just running for free? I don't know. Huh. It doesn't seem like they even have a donations place. Just someone has to be paying for these servers, and I imagine a decent number of people are using this website every day. I don't know. Maybe it's just someone's passion project and they're willing to pay for it. You still believe that colour ones are easier? Colour gives away too much information. Yeah, they are, but I think it's quite fun to do them on stream. I think they're more entertaining to look at. You know, I like watching the picture come together. It's prettier. Sometimes I struggle to see the black and white image. It's hard to see what it's actually meant to be once it's finished. Like, it'll tell you and you'll be like, really? Is that really a horse? Are you sure, website? It's a bit of a stretch sometimes. I don't know. Looks like the app has ads and in-app purchases. Okay. I guess the app just funds the website, and that's really cool if that is the case, because this is completely free, and you don't have to watch any adverts. I can just sit here for hours doing these, and I'll never see anything. I don't know. Maybe it's because I've got ad block on. I swear I never see... Even when I've turned it off, I swear there's never any adverts. I don't know. Maybe I should try over that. I do want to support these people because I love this website. It's so good. Maybe I will try that in a bit. Another time. I'm so sorry to these people if I've been blocking their ads this entire time, but I swear they don't have any adverts. Do you see any adverts on the website, Pemby? Or is it just me? That's not granny, and that probably is my fault if that's the case. I hope not. Obviously it won't be on stream because I've got it cut off, so it looks like it's a separate thing, but this is a Chrome browser. I've just trimmed off the top. You have JavaScript turned off so you couldn't say, oh, okay, so you don't know either. That's fine. It'll be fine. I've played a lot on that app before, so I have given them a decent amount of money from watching adverts, I hope, so hopefully that's good. I'm going to have a drink. I don't know. I need to remember this. Okay. Tried to talk there, almost choked on the drink that hadn't fully gone down my throat. Not a good idea, don't do that. Oh my god. I don't know what I was going to say, never mind. Oh, no, I do remember. So, I was just thinking about the fact that, obviously, my audio for my video I posted the other day sounds pretty bad as it is, because I had a lot of fan noise. Because I had all the hand tracking on, and that makes my computer fans really ramp up. I don't know, my microphone probably isn't the best one for recording this kind of audio. I think I need to get one that's a bit more directional and a bit less picking up everything. It was a purchasing mistake, it's fine. But yeah, I think I'm going to try something differently next time. I do need to go. I think I should go back and check some of my old streams because there are ones where I've had my fans ramped up, and I need to see how good the OBS filters are because sometimes it sounds like they cut a lot of it out. You usually can't hear the fans too well. I don't know, because Altran, who does my audio, always tells me to turn them off because he wants to do it himself. But I don't know. I'll see how it sounds. It might sound a little bit better. If that might be the solution. But I will try the clip-on microphones I've got first because that would be the most ideal because I can actually get away from the computer then and stand up, which is really what I should do because the tracking would be less glitchy because it was struggling with my hands because they kept coming off the screen. So that's not good. If anyone does have a 3D model, if they're a VTuber, I really recommend it. XR Animator, very, very good, very fun to use. You can just sit there for ages just watching your hands move, having lots of fun with it. I haven't got it on today. I could set it up. I don't really want to do it right now. I don't need to abuse my computer all the time. It's been through a lot, this poor machine. We don't need to always make it cry. I'm just checking this. Yeah, okay. But yeah, it's good. I really recommend 3D models as a whole. I think they're so much fun. You can do so much more with them. I don't know, I'm just biased because I've never had a live 2D model, well, apart from my chicken, which isn't the most versatile thing. It doesn't move that much. But I love it because it's cute, and that's what counts. I might ask, I've said this before, but I am still thinking about maybe kind of asking for a bit of a touch-up with the rigging from the person who made it, which was Momo. Just because it would, she says she's got a bit better at the movement, and mine was one of the first ones she did. So I'll think about it. I don't know. I still haven't fixed my hair on this model, by the way. The left side of my hair kind of floats a bit much. I really like the way this kind of, if you look at it move, especially on the right, it doesn't, it's floating above my cloak as it's supposed to, because you don't want the colliding to happen. But I don't know, I do need to go back and fix those physics. It wouldn't be hard. Just re-export the model and I'm done. That is the benefit of being your own model, the person who made your own model. You can go back and edit it as much as you like. And that's one of my favourite things about making a 3D model as well. You can make so many outfits and you have a base model. Like, it's already done. You don't need to redraw any of the body. It's there underneath. You can just go crazy and make some fun designs and it's all ready for you. It's great. Anyway, I think this here needs to be not filled in. Yes, okay. I can do nonograms. Yeah, 3D models are so much fun. I love them. I don't know. Do you make those videos like the ones outside the ID where you can go into Blender and you can make it do all kinds of crazy movements? You can spin yourself around. You can't do that with Live 2D. I know Live 2D looks fun though. It does look very anime and people do like that look. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you can make a 3D model look really good though. I mean, I think mine's a massive improvement from the old one I used to have. It does look a lot cleaner. The textures are a lot more clear. I don't know. It's just, I much prefer this. I love my hair these days. I really like the way I did the fringe. I shouldn't gush too much about my own artwork, but I think it looks cool. And also it proves that if you can't draw, it's okay, because I can't either. You just need to draw the textures. Honestly, if you really can't draw, you can still make a model like this. You just need a bit of perseverance, looking at how just copying a lot of reference examples of fabrics and hair and stuff, and really thinking about how things would work. And you can just draw it on a flat layer. You can draw it directly on the body if you like. Although Vieus Studio, at least, it's a little bit glitchy. You can't really draw it all directly on the model. Sometimes you have to go into the flat texture and try and draw the correct curves around how it would fit on you. Otherwise, it will start adding random pixels around you, which isn't the best. Thank you for the little smiley free face. Arrow crystals good. I've never really understood what that face is supposed to be. I know I could look it up, and I think I did one time, but I forgot what it meant. What does it mean? Is it like cheeky smile? Is that what it is? Seems like it would be. Or is it just meant to be cute? I don't know, it looks cute. Let's see, where is this going? Oh my goodness, there are so many numbers everywhere on the screen. It's a good time. Does anyone else in the chat do nonograms? You ever done it before? Yeah, you were interested in doing it, watching me do it? Do you think you might enjoy it? It's quite complicated. Cat mouse mouth. Is that what it means? Oh, okay. I did not know that. I feel like I really should have known that. I don't know how I went this long without knowing. I remember when I used to play Minecraft, when I was younger, I went on the servers and stuff, and I would just see people going :D, :C, and I'd be like, why are people pulling those codes from computers? You know, like the disk thing on what they're called, file paths, that's what they're called, at the beginning. And I was always so confused. But no, it was the smiley faces. And I didn't realise it was all the smiley and happy faces. And it took me so long to figure out what those were supposed to be. I don't know, I was dumb. Apparently they're not intuitive to a child. You'd think they would be. They're pretty obvious that they are smiley faces, but I guess not to little me. Oh dear. Oh my god. Okay. It's like, what are we doing now with this picture? I do not know. It's hard. It's really hard. It's not hard though. Why am I saying it's hard? I'm panicking, that's why. I'm panicking. I'm always panicking on stream. It's like a constant state of panic, and it keeps me alert and awake. Look, it worked. Alright. Okay. What have they done today? Got the train. I got back home. You had to get someone to explain to you how to pass ORS and OTL. What's that? Is that like a programming language? I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. What does that mean, PenBBT? I'm sorry. That is some outside of my knowledge. Would you care to explain to the class? We're not a class, but we can be. We can be a class. PenBBT is a little class here, teaching us the ways of OTL and ORS. It's a person on their hands and knees. The O/O is the head. Oh, wait, those are they're like faces? O/O. So the person on their hands and knees. Oh, it is! Oh my goodness. I did not I thought those were like languages. Oh my god, that's so bad. Wow, I see it now. I would have never known that. I've never seen that before. What the hell? I said the fact you said pass made me think of programming. Okay, that's the only context I've only ever seen that. I bet. Why can't I talk? The only context I've ever seen that. Oh my goodness, that's embarrassing. Is my window open? I hear people outside very vividly. That's strange. Okay, it's not open. It's not. It's just my air vent, which I need because otherwise I will suffocate. But it won't smell nice. Have your program is speakers leaking. Yeah, maybe so. I know you do lots of programming. That was one of the reasons why I jumped to it as well, because I was like, wait, he does programming streams, right? I've seen him post about that. It's in his bio. It's fine. You know, misunderstandings happen. I was going to say, yes, I got the train today. It was very, very long. Very long. I do like trains. I think they're a fantastic form of public transportation. They're very expensive in the UK, unfortunately. I know in a lot of other countries in Europe they are significantly cheaper, but it's a really, really useful way for me to get around. They're great, you know? I really appreciate that they exist. I just wish that a lot of the old, because when cars came around in the UK, a lot of the people who owned the trains and the train lines were like, yeah, let's get rid of these train lines. Who's ever going to use these ever again? We don't need trains anymore. Everyone's going to use cars. And they got rid of most of the train lines. We had so many train tracks in this country before. They went everywhere. And then they just made them unusable. What the hell? Our country could be so much better connected if they didn't destroy our train tracks. They were there. They'd already been built. Why? I think we do need more Pembrokeshire VT. It'd be so nice if every little village could be connected by trains. And I'd understand if they only want to have a couple a day in some places. But it would make everywhere so much more accessible. People wouldn't have to rely on cars all the time. Because that's why people who live in the countryside need cars. Because you just can't get anywhere without a car if you live somewhere too rural. And then it's just... It's not fair to blame them. They are not the problem. The problem is the lack of infrastructure. But then the lack of infrastructure is because of a lack of demand. And the lack of demand is because... There's a bit of a cycle going on. The lack of demand is because people have cars and they lack of infrastructure. And it just goes round and round in circles. And I don't know what they were supposed to do to fix it. It's just... The only thing you can do is just invest in it and just accept that it's not going to be super profitable at first, but as people start to know that it's there and it's reliable and the trains will be running more frequently, people will use it. Because it is convenient having a train. You don't have to drive. You can just sit there and relax. You don't have to focus on what you're doing. I don't know. That is the future I want. I want a world where we have more public transport. It's also better for the environment, because obviously putting lots of people into one vehicle is a lot better than all having individual ones pumping out their own fumes and stuff. That'd be nice. So, if someone from the government, the UK government's watching this, can we have more trains? That'd be nice. I'd like that. I don't know. It'd be great. I know that they have been trying to make some of the trains usable, some of the old train tracks usable. There are a lot of projects going on where they have been turning some of the old train tracks back into usable public transport. Sometimes they turn them into busways. I've seen that happen before. So they'll take what used to be a train track where it used to lie because they own the land already, and then it'll be just a concrete kind of straight line. It's not something that cars can go down, but it's just for buses, and it really links up places. And I think that's great. But trains are more fun. Also, trains could fit more people on them, and it'd be nicer if it was all connected up better, because with the trains, with the buses rather, they're a lot slower because they do end up having to go into towns eventually, and there's no one massive connected system. But with the trains, you really can get on at somewhere and then just keep changing and get to all the way across the country, no problem. And it might take a while, but you can do it. I don't know. It's better than nothing. I appreciate that at least there are some initiatives out there. Like, someone does care, even if there's not too much support. It'd be nice. It'd be nice. It's really useful for young people as well. You know, young people can't afford cars. You know how hard it costs of living is? I don't know. I'm going on a rant at this point, aren't I? I don't know if this is the kind of content you signed up for when you clicked on our Nonogram stream, but we are talking about public transport today. Oh my god. What have I done here? I'm sorry, I'm just confused by my... Wait, that is right. Okay. That's good, that's good. Have you been watching Not Just Bike videos? These arguments sound fairly familiar. I don't know. I might have. I think I've heard of that person. I haven't watched any recently, if that's the case. It's just something that's always in the back of my mind. You're always up for public transit? That's good, that's good. I've noticed that in other countries you guys call it public transit, but we call it public transport. I'm not sure why that difference is there. It's just a bit strange. I don't know. There are some strange little differences in our languages, aren't there? Did somebody say public transport? This is the content you subscribe for. Yay! Thank you, Alan No Sleep. Hello, how are you doing today? I'm glad you enjoy public transport. I like public transport. It's great. I like it when you get those trains that have funky designs on them, because I once went up to Edinburgh on the train. It was very expensive, by the way. Don't do that unless you need to. Honestly, it's a lot cheaper to fly. It's not good for the environment, but it is, and it's really sad that it's cheaper to fly. That is one of the issues as well with the public transport. Is it's a lot cheaper to not get the train sometimes, and that's an issue. People aren't going to take the train if they can do it cheaper. Aren't they? What was I saying? Oh yeah, but our train was called the Flying Scotsman, which made me think of the Flying Dutchman from the Pirates of the Caribbean, which is a real train. The Flying Dutchman is a train that you can get in the UK. It's out there. It's not the most commonly seen. I don't know what route it takes, but the one I got on did say it was the Flying Scotsman, and it had all this fancy design on it. We didn't even know we were getting on that train. It was just the train it happened to be. But that was so cool. Hello there, how are you doing today? We are doing Nonograms, and we're talking about trains and public transport. I did not know I had this much passion talking about public transport, but apparently I do, so, you know. It's all good. How is your day today, Zoe? Are you doing good? Also, Alan, I sleep. I hope you're doing amazingly. Sorry, I didn't ask you. Why did you mention Facebook Marketplace, Chris Pilskin? I don't really use Facebook at all, so I don't know much about it. You're tired. Ah, that's a shame. You're working hard, aren't you? I know you're working hard in your business. I hope it goes really well. I hope you had a successful day today. Was it busy? Did you get many customers? And then I'll continue my train talk while you formulate or not a response. What was I saying? Trains. Oh yeah. And you also get those trains with the rainbow designs on them, which is quite cool. I like those ones. It's just fun. Isn't it? Oh look, it's a rainbow train. They should make more fun trains. I feel it's a gimmick, but it actually might encourage people to take them. Whereas you can just be like, I got the cool train today. Slow day today. Ah, okay, fair enough. I guess it is a Wednesday, right? So is it Wednesday? Yeah, it's Wednesday. Okay. You're doing fine. I'm doing good, thank you. I'm surprisingly cheerful. I don't know. Thank you for asking. I'm really glad you're doing well, Alan. That's really good. Alright, I'm gonna fill in some of these little squares because I've been slacking on that and it's gonna start getting confusing. Oh no, actually, No, I haven't. I think there's space for this. That's fine then. That's not fine. That was a mistake. Whoops. What have I done? No! Ah! Oh god, now I am panicking. It's fine, it's fine. We can fix this. Right, one goes here. These two go here. I'm focusing because I made some mistakes. And it's fine. There we go. You can see it's coming together now. You can see this is my jam jar. If I try and zoom in on it over here. It's kind of cut off the screen, isn't it? Okay, well this is what it looks like so far. It definitely looks like a jam jar. Which is good. That means I'm doing it right. We haven't messed it up majorly yet. That's a good sign. That's a good sign. I don't know. Maybe I should start making train videos. I don't know. I could make videos on things like these issues, but I just be regurgitating what I've watched from other people's videos without even realizing. Because I don't have anything new to bring to the topic. I just wish that it was. You'd watch those? Well, thank you so much, Penby. I'm glad you would, but I don't know. Maybe I'll find my own things I want to talk about that people don't usually talk about. I really like the YouTube channel Leave Curious, and it's quite interesting. They talk about a lot of interesting environmental projects. Again, that's quite a difficult thing to get into. How do you find the projects? How do you get in touch with people? I mean, you'd need a decent following to them even to consider you as a realistic thing to talk to. Like, no, you're not gonna get an interview with someone if you're a nobody, and that is something I've thought about before with some videos I thought I'd like to make, and I don't know how I'd even approach it because they're not going to reply to my email until I'm a little bit bigger. Hello, Staley. I hope you're having a nice day today. It's okay that you're an hour late. It happens. It's fine. I'll be going until 12 BST. Anyway, so it's fine. We're just doing this jam jar. I've been talking about all kinds of stuff today. My phone has now completely run out of battery. Yay! Okay, that's fine. Alright. So, trains are fun. I need to find another topic like that. It'll just keep me going for ages and ages and ages. I talked about that for so long. Oh my god. I don't know. Trains are fun. What kind of things are you guys passionate about? What kind of things would you like to see me talk about? You know, I like topics like that. They're really interesting to me. Things about how we can make the environment better or ways to improve infrastructure and the world that we live in. Because it's important stuff. It's everything you deal with in daily life. You don't want to have a miserable world. I don't know about you. I don't want to be miserable. I like having nice things in my country. And there's improvements to be made. So we need to work on those. The UK seems to have an obsession with roundabouts. I swear, isn't there that one place called Hemel Hempstead where they have a roundabout made up of roundabouts? Like each exit of the roundabout is another roundabout, which is insane. Who designed that? Why? Why on earth was that necessary? There must have been a better way to connect up those roads. What the hell? Oh my god. I don't know. It's crazy. There are some strange designs in roads sometimes. There are actually those really sharp corners as well. You go down the road, especially in rural places, and it's like turn sharp left, and you just have to basically completely turn around to go down this road that's usually going down a hill as well, backwards diagonally. It's insane. I don't drive, but I watch my parents do it, obviously, and it is terrifying. Like, how do you do those turns sometimes? Like, half the time that it'll say go this way, and my parents will be just like, nope, we're not doing that. It's just not gonna work. There's too much traffic. It would take too long. What do you do? You have to find an alternative route. You've heard of that crazy? Yeah, it does look crazy. I don't think I've been there, but that does look hard. I don't know. Is this the only red for the... Yes, it is. Alright, we'll put that one in. It looks like there's a highlight going on down here in the jam jar. It's kind of cool. This is actually a really cool little illustration, this nonogram. I think it's looking really interesting. I like it. It's a nice design. I'm really glad I picked this one. I wrote a whole document on the history of strawberries, which I thought about making into a video, but I didn't really think it fit with my channel at all. I didn't make it. I made the first section of it into a YouTube short, and that did okay. But I didn't think it was worth making more, because what's the point in attracting fans of that? People who like watching me talk about strawberries on YouTube Shorts. It's not the most tantalizing content, you know? Not the kind of fans I was really hoping for with the videos I want to make. I don't know. I feel like there's more interesting things I could do. I don't know if there'd be a way I could make my little how I failed my adventure video into a YouTube short or not. I think I might give up on that just because I don't like the quality of the audio anyway. I'll think about it. I'll make the MCM comic one into a short. I'll definitely do that. That could be good. Oh, by the way, that video is mostly going to be about Doctor Who. Like, most of my footage was the Doctor Who stuff I saw. Every time I saw Doctor Who, I got excited and filmed it, and every time I saw other stuff, I kind of forgot sometimes. It's fine. I said it didn't feel well. Yeah, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll go have a drink. I do like this. It's a really good game to play while you're talking. It doesn't require much brain power. You can just look at the numbers, especially when you know what you're doing, like I do. You just sit there, turn off your brain, talk about nonsense. Apparently people enjoy that. That's great. I love that. I haven't done this stream for ages as well. Do you guys want me to do more Nonogram streams? I haven't done one for months, or maybe like a month. I don't know how long it's been. But I thought I'd do one because I wanted to do more streams this week, as I'm really trying to work up my watch hours. I really want to get to the 3,000 soon. That'd be nice. Because then we can have custom emojis. I've been wanting that for ages. You enjoy it when you can catch them? Okay, thank you, Penboo. That's useful feedback. Thank you so much. I like to do them as YouTube shorts as well. I think it fits quite well on the screen. Yeah, because you've got the square and then me at the bottom. I'm fairly big in that it works. By the way, this background, if anyone wants to use it, it's free. I don't remember who made it, but it's out there if you look for it. It's a free, fully customable background. You can mix around different where the bed goes, and it comes in about 5 colors, I think, and you can have different clothes in the background, different designs. There's loads and loads of options for it. You just download this massive folder of assets, and then just drag and drop them into your like Photoshop or Clip Studio Paint or anything with layers, and then they will already be in the correct place on the screen, and you can just layer it up, make something cool. It's a really, really good asset that I found. I'm so happy about it. And I really like the blue because it works really well with me and my hair and everything. This is fun. You should if you want. Okay, yeah, I'll do more of these. I need to make sure I come up with topics to talk about. Maybe I'll do things like this. Today is going to be the stream about chocolate. I don't know what to say about chocolate, but maybe I'll look into the chocolate industry. Because you do need to come up with a lot of topics for streams like this, because it is a lot of talking about stuff, and there's nothing to go off. It's just me and the Nonograms, and maybe you guys might tell me something interesting. And I don't. That's why I've never done a just chatting stream, because I don't have enough to talk about as a person. Some people can do it. I'm not one of those people. I don't know. Some people's brains are just like, oh, this thing, and then this thing, and then this thing, and then this thing. I don't know. Maybe I'm too relaxed with my style. I don't know. It's fine. Is this the top? It's not the top. It's like 1, 2, 3. Oh, okay. I see. This is how this works. Alright. Anyone done anything interesting recently? Anything you want to talk about? Anywhere we want to go with the conversation? Because I am open to ideas right now. I am struggling. I had such a good discussion before, and now I'm just talking about nonsense. It's great. Let me count this. 1, 2, 3. Is that right? No, that's not right. Never mind. Don't do that. You want to learn how to do nonograms? I don't know if people watching this have any idea what I'm doing. Is that something you're interested in? I can do a mini tutorial. That's why you do one-on-one collabs. You won't run out of topics, you do a collab. That is true. I always do collabs with Ultron because, it's easy. He's always there. Always wants to talk to me, obviously. But he doesn't have that much to talk about. He's not a streamer. He doesn't do this all the time. He knows it's my channel. He doesn't want to be the star of the show, but I think he should be the star of the show. He's great. We love him. I should do collabs with people, shouldn't I? I need to reach out to some people. I have some friends that are VTubers. I really could. I just haven't. I should do that. Not jumping between topics is a sign that you can focus, I get. What did you, wait. Yeah, as you guess. I guess. I can focus on things. I struggle to stay motivated a lot, generally, in life. It's hard for me, you know, even if there's something I really want, like making a video and I really want to make YouTube into a really good thing for me. I'd love to make YouTube into a little career. That'd be fantastic. And even though I know I want to do that, it still takes me forever to get the motivation to make a video. Like, what the hell? It's something I'm so passionate about. And it's still so hard for me to not procrastinate. I don't know. You won't run out of topics if you do a collab, except maybe if you get two people who can't come up with stuff to talk about. Yeah, that's true. You need to find someone really interesting, or maybe do a series of interviews. Just keep inviting interesting people. Just interrogate them all stream. That's how podcasts work. Worry not, being lazy is normal. Okay, thank you so much for telling me that. Though my laziness is kind of it's a bit extreme sometimes. You know, I really should. If it's something I want this badly, I don't understand why I don't work a bit harder for it. I really should. Full-time content creation would be very nice, but it's also very difficult to make work. Yes, it is. And that's why I really need to get on with my videos. If I want to do it, I need to do the work. I need to get them out. Because the pace at which I make them, it would never be sustainable. At the moment. I need to get on with that. And I'm trying my best. Because I love it so much. It's so fun. I love being an anime girl on the internet, you know? It's great. I love going to places and doing exciting things. And I should. I'm going on holiday soon, which means I'm going to have some content. How to force yourself to make a video as a lazy VTuber. That would be an interesting video, I guess. I don't know what it would be, though. It would just be like... Get your friend to tell you to do it every 5 minutes. And just get people to constantly ask you, have you done it yet? Have you done your work? No. Have you done your work? No. Have you done your work? And they'll just get angry at you. That's one way, you know. Just have someone tell you to do it. I don't know. Hey, do you remember me? You almost done drawing, you taking your fish? Yeah, I remember you, May. Of course I do. You've been coming for quite a few of my streams recently. I hope you're having a nice time with your drawing. It's very exciting that you're drawing me. I'd love to see that. I hope it comes out well. I'm sure I'll love it no matter what it looks like, honestly. Just the fact that you made something that for me is so kind. It's so sweet. I know. I love it when people do things like that. Because I have someone made one of me in Stardew Valley, which I thought was so cool. It looks like I'm one of the characters. I don't deserve that. What the hell? It's so nice of them. I don't know. I don't have a fan art tag. But I feel like it's just a bit weird making one for yourself when you don't really get any. But I know it become useful when someone does make one day. And I should have included it in that little mini debut presentation I did a bit ago, but I didn't. And because it was all very last minute and I didn't plan it very well. I just wanted to get the model out there as soon as I finished it, you know? I didn't think about, maybe I should actually do this properly. Maybe I should build this up a bit. No, it was just there the day before. And I was like, yeah, let's do this. I don't know. It's fine. I like it. I'm happy. I'm still wondering if I should make the outlines a bit thicker. Because, I don't know, it just looks like it's not very well outlined on some of the areas on my hair. I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I might make some small adjustments over time on this model. I won't really... I will talk about it, honestly, knowing me. I will talk about all of it on stream. I am very open about everything. We'll see. I want to make some new outfits. So I know we did that video planning stream months ago. And I had these ideas for like... I was a pirate for a day kind of thing where, you could go to a shipyard and maybe a pirate restaurant and things like that. And do a bunch of activities and make it pirate themed. And I would make a pirate outfit. That was the idea. But that cost a lot of money. And I still want to do that. And especially now with this model. I think it could look so cool. I don't do enough Vieroid. And I don't do the streams anymore because Vieroid streams are where I really struggle to find something to talk about. Because I just get frustrated. It's very tedious work. It's a lot of not knowing what you're doing and painting and still not knowing what you're doing until it looks nice. It's much nicer if I can watch a YouTube video while I do it, which is why I stopped doing that. I just realised I just get fed up on those streams. So we don't do those anymore. I'm happy doing Nonograms though. I found some games I'm really enjoying recently though. I've really been liking Stardew Valley. And inviting Fox to play with me has really helped. Sorry, I say Fox. Eltran, because that's the name I usually call him. And it's made it it's just more motivating now when I play that game. Like, when there's someone else playing with you, you just have more of a desire to continue. You're working on it together, you're making something as a team. And it's just fun. You know, if you don't know what to do, you can ask them, what do you want me to do right now? Did my chair just break? What the hell? What? Something just fell off my chair. Okay, that's fine. It's not collapsed, but I think the armrest just broke. I will fix that later. Can we be friends? I mean, I will happily have you come back to my streams. I'll always ask you about your day. You know, you can join the Discord server if you like. There's lots of people we can make friends with in there. I don't think we'd be full-on friends, unfortunately, because you know it's not recommended when with a streamer. You know, because it can there's kind of a power dynamic in play sometimes, and it's not always the best. But you know, I hope you make lots of friends, because I don't have enough friends. I should make more friends. I don't know. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm disappointing now. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's fill in some more of this thing. Is this a leaf? It is a leaf. Is it just going to be a bunch of leaves at the bottom of this? I don't know. Stardew Valley is super fun. You happy to hear you enjoying it? Yeah, that's why I've been streaming it every week. I now have like my go-to games, and that makes me happy because I was really struggling for a long time to figure out what to do. Yeah, but you know, we can just chat and stuff like that. Well, yeah, you can chat to me in the Discord server. You do go for that if you like. You know, if it's in, it should be linked in the description. You won't be able to click the link because it's a YouTube short stream, and they disabled all of the links on YouTube Shorts. But if you go to any of my other videos, or if you go, I think, to my channel description, it will be there. And you can join that and talk to people. That's what you mean? Yeah, go for it then! If you want to join the server, there's lots of nice people in there. And they'll talk to you for hours. Oh my goodness. I can never keep up with that chat. This is where we have multiple people who are mods. It's not just my server, by the way. It's like... It was made by Eltran and his friend Zoro, who was here. If you scroll up the chat, you can see Zoro was there. Ask that Zoro. Or Zoro. They had owned the server for quite a few years, and then, you know, I ended up meeting them, becoming friends and all kinds of stuff. And I ended up with a text channel room in there for my channel, because they have a couple of other people, but the other people who have Discord channels for their YouTube channels in there don't really make content anymore, unfortunately. I'm the only one who does. But it'd be nice if we could get some more creators in there. I've been wondering about reaching out to some people I know. I feel like they'd appreciate a place, because it's nice, because people are more willing to talk because there is the established community. Like, people, there's always something going on in there when some kind of channel, usually general, honestly. But you know, you get people talking in the anime manga channel, or people posting links to music they like, or memes, or anything like that. It's a good place. I like it. It's been a big part of my entertainment over the past several years. It's great. You know, it really helped me through sixth form. How have I been doing? I've been doing okay. I didn't feel very well the past couple of days, but I'm better now. I feel fine now. And I went to Comic Con, which was quite fun. But obviously, as I said, I didn't feel very well. I've talked about this today already, so I won't go into it too much detail, because I know some of you guys have probably been here the whole time. I've been repeating myself. But it was, yeah, I've been doing okay. Have you been doing okay, May? I hope you've been doing okay. I like your little emojis. I can't tell what the first one is, because it's very small on my computer, but I know one of them's a dango. What's that first one? I can't tell. Sorry. I wonder what it would look like on the stream overlay. You got a sunburn really bad on your back. It's starting to peel. You feel like a snake and a lobster. Oh my god, that sounds awful. Sunburn is so painful. Oh my god. I hope you get better soon. Ouch. Well, you know, make sure you wear sun cream in the future, or sunscreen as some people call it. It's very important. Make sure it's high protection factor as well. People underestimate the power of sun cream sometimes, and then they severely regret it. Bamboo? Bamboo? What, does it feel like bamboo? Oh god. What? What do you mean? I don't understand. I'm sorry. Let's see. One space, 1, 2, 3. Nope, that's wrong. I keep trying to do that one. It's not doable right now. Well, I think I'm slightly struggling with this at this point. It's getting to the point where there's a lot of massive gaps, and I'm not sure what goes in them on this puzzle. I've been doing this one puzzle this entire time. I think this is just going to be the stream, just finishing the jam jar. Hey, it's fine. It's a nonogram. I didn't lie. It's a Japanese puzzle. It's great fun. All right. I don't know. I have no idea how long I've been doing these. I don't know when I found them. It was a long time ago. I just found it on the App Store one day. The jar is coming together nicely. Thank you, Penby. I think it is as well. It looks so cool. I love this picture that someone designed. Good job to the artist. I don't think it has a credit, but it's very nice. Oh, it's bamboo! Sorry, I asked you a question and I forgot. Thank you for telling me. I am just stupid. That's cool. You got bamboo and dang. I guess you like those things. Very nice, very nice. I like bamboo. It's cool. I really think it's really pretty when I look at it. It's not a very common plant in the UK because it's not native, obviously. We have different plants here, but I love it when I do see it in people's gardens. I used to have some at my old house, but we moved, so we don't have any more. Maybe we could grow some here. I don't know. Wait, do I have some? I'm thinking about it now. No, I don't. I was just wondering if I had some at the side of my garden. No, I don't have any bamboo. I will ask my mum about that. Maybe we could plant some. I don't know. I'll need to see if it's okay for other plants or if it's going to suck up all the nutrients, because that's what invasive species can do sometimes. It's important to consider your planting choices and not spread seeds around things that might destroy other people's gardens as well. That would not be good. Gardening is a serious thing. It's like Japanese knotweed. That stuff is so invasive. We used to have a really big problem with it in our old garden. And my mum would always be going around trying to cut it up and pick it up again. It was coming from the neighbour's garden. It was so bad. Hey, Icy. I don't think I've seen you before. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing great. Welcome. Your dad always used to want to grow bamboo? Oh, that's cool. We used to have one. It's very good. It's very pretty. I feel like it'd be fun to make canes out of it because you can use that to grow as a support for growing things like beans and tomato plants, which would be cool. Then you don't have to buy them. You'd have your own homegrown canes, bamboo canes, because they're usually made out of bamboo, the ones you buy from the shop anyway. So you might as well. We have a lot of plants growing this year. We've got cabbages, potatoes. Well, we think they're potatoes. Because my mum planted... So we haven't been in our house for a few years and we've come back home recently. And my mum planted them way back when we used to live here. And I don't know. I don't know. It's strange because they're these... They look like potatoes, but that was so long ago. How have they managed to just reseed themselves like that? They've just grown up again. I'm my favourite YouTuber. Thank you so much, Faye. I really appreciate hearing that. I'm glad you like my content. I'm trying my best. What was I saying? Something about potatoes. So I really hope they are potatoes, because potatoes are so nice. Who doesn't like potatoes? They're such a good crop. They've fed people for centuries now. I mean, they're not even from this country. They're not native at all, but they are so useful to feeding people. Imagine our food without potatoes. We'd be eating bread and pasta. Pasta's nice. I will say that. That is one of the better things that you can make out of wheat. And bread is nice, but you can't really mix it with your food. It would be on the side. You wouldn't have bread mixed in with your... I don't know, what do you have? Potato? Shepherd's pie. You wouldn't have bread on top of shepherd's pie instead of potatoes, you know? It's just not how people do things. And there's so many dishes that we eat in this country that you need potatoes for. And we didn't even have potatoes until people went to America. So it's just so strange to me. Like, it's such a big part of our culture. I don't know. It's cool. You're currently eating bread and pasta? That's absolutely fine, I see. Bread and pasta is nice and it should be appreciated. I guess we'd be eating rice as well. We just have lots of grains. You have small potatoes from the grocery store growing on a pot in your windowsill? That's cool. I hope they grow up nice and tasty. I hope you have a nice meal with those. Don't let them go green, because that would not be nice. Green potatoes aren't good. But we have other plants growing. I ran on a bit of potato tangent, but that's fine. We like tangents. Tangents keep the screen going. But we also growing strawberry. I think I said strawberries. I don't know. My mum brought one in because she didn't want to get eaten by the slugs and stuff. I think we need to make some traps. I don't know. It's really hard to keep your plants from being eaten without spraying pesticides. But pesticides aren't really good for the environment. So what are you meant to do? I don't know. Growing plants is tough. What else we got? Cabbages? We definitely got something growing in the greenhouse. We got a lot of tomatoes. I remember then we have way too many tomatoes. My mum bought some, then I bought some, then someone else bought her some as well. So we have a lot of tomatoes. Then we got a bunch of stuff growing in the front garden, but that was already there. You grew strawberries outside your old flat before you moved? That's cool. I love strawberries. They're so nice. Look, we're making strawberry jam right now in Nonograms. It's very nice. Maybe we could try and make some jam. I technically have made jam before because I made it for a cake, but it wasn't full jam. It was just kind of the strawberry stuff that you put on, but it was the same way that you make jam. So it was a jam. So maybe I'll try that. That could be nice. And it's a nice way to preserve them. You don't have to eat them all at once. So I feel like we're going to have a lot of strawberries. Strawberry jam is delicious. I really like blackberry jam. That's really nice. Or blueberry. No, blueberry jam. Oh my god, that's so tasty. I need to get some blueberry jam. Oh yeah, we have blueberry trees. We have little tiny blueberry trees which we got in these pots in the moment. Maybe they'll grow up one day nice and big. But they'll be nice once they grow in. I think they'll be really tasty. You're growing some green onions, also from the grocery store. Never have to buy them again. See, that's such a good idea. You can grow these things. There's so many plants and vegetables where you can buy them from the shop, and then you can just plant the ends and stuff, and then you'll have it. You'll have your own ones growing in your house, and you don't need to buy them again from the shop. It's not always the most convenient thing. Sometimes they're quite difficult to grow, or your environment just isn't suited for it. But for a lot of plants, you can. You just look it up. We don't typically do it as a society. I don't know why. Maybe we should. Probably be better. Less food travel then, and you don't have to, all you really have to pay for at that point is water. So it probably is cheaper to grow your own. I don't know. It's a lot of hard work though. A lot of watering the plants every day if it's not raining and stuff. It's been forever since you had blueberry jam. It's very good. I know, right? It's so tasty. You found Tommy the rock on the ground. He had a big pimple on his face. You're talking big, so you drew a face on Tony. He's not just a happy rock on your desk. I'm glad you have a friend called Tony that is a rock. Sounds very nice. To be fair, I have a little cube that I made. Why am I picking it up? It's not like I've got it. I must like show you. It helps me talk about it. But yeah, it's a little cube made out of paper. Chicken Momo, my favorite streamer, and he's very cute, and it just lives on my desk. I love it so much. But she's graduating. Momo is graduating on the 12th of June, and it makes me so sad. But I'm sure I'll find her again. I'm sure I'll be okay. We'll find her. We'll get to watch her. It'll be great. I'd love to do. I don't know. I won't talk about that. You've never had blueberry jam? Oh my god! What? You've never had blueberry jam? Oh, you're missing out. You should try it if it's available. It might not be available everywhere. You should. It's so good. It's so good. No, I want to buy some blueberry jam. God damn it. I should do that. You had a ruler. You drew a face on in year 8 that you kept on your desk. Fair enough. I'm from the UK. That's so cool. I see. Hi. I'm from the UK too, as you can tell, because I know you got from the Asda mention and also year 8. I was putting two and together. I was like, are they from the UK? You are. That's so cool. It's really good to try it. Yeah, you should try it. It'd be so good. They should sell it at Asda. Yeah, I mean it's a UK thing. Definitely sold in our country. So I would go get it. I love going to some of those they're called National Trust property. I love going to country houses and stuff that are open to the public because they always have such pretty kitchen gardens. Obviously, I like looking at the houses, but also the gardens are so nice. Vieus have loads of really rare species of plants as well. It's really interesting. I'm so sorry, Barbara Gomez. I don't speak Spanish. I hope that's okay. If you don't speak English, that's fine. You can move on. I don't speak Spanish. What was I saying? They always have lots of really rare plants and stuff at these country houses, and then they usually sell bits of them. Sometimes they'll sell things. They'll sell really interesting apples at festivals, or they'll sell unique. Oh, you both need to go. Oh no. Well, they'll have really unique, what they call like berries or something, and they make products out of them, and they sell them, and you can try these things which you wouldn't be able to get anywhere else because they're so rare. It's so cool. What were you saying? You have to go, you have a dance competition, you have to do 9 dances, but you see that next live. That's okay, May. Thank you for coming. I'll see you next time. Good luck with your dance competition. That sounds like good fun. Sounds like very tiring as well. But I hope it goes well for you. That sounds great. It's really good to hear you have interesting hobbies. Speaking of the UK, it's 11:30. You woke up an hour ago. Do you have a nap? Or, like, if you've been asleep all day? That's concerning. What? What? Maybe you worked night shift or something? I'm so confused right now. Why did you only wake up half an hour ago? I mean, I had a nap before my stream. I was very tired. Thank you. Keep an update with that. Yeah, go ahead. Tell me about your dance competition once you finished it. I'd love to hear if you win. That'd be great. I really hope you guys do well in everything you do. I care about that. It's just so nice to hear. Where does this go? This is a black one. Here we go. All right. Oh, it's coming together now. I see. I'm seeing things that I did not see before. This goes here. Yeah, okay. This goes... Alright, I'm gonna have a quick drink. You got my model pulling funky faces when I shove a mug in front of my face. It goes, it's just this face, doesn't it? But I don't know, it's fine. At least it looks nice now. It might be a silly face, but at least it looks pretty. I compliment my model way too much. I'm in love with my own model. It's good because I have to stare at it a lot when I'm doing videos, but I don't know. So I'm not happy with the cape. You can see those really thick lines on it. I don't know. I'll make it better eventually once I learn a bit more about art and shading. I did my best with what the knowledge I have. I don't know. I didn't realize you can make a model look like this and be worried. Because the textures aren't the highest quality, but it came out really well. I'm happy. Your model is very pleasing to look at. Thank you so much, Penby. I'm really glad you like it. I really like it too. It's so cool. I like the colours. I noticed something recently that if you put a grayscale, if you make my image grayscale, my hair is the same brightness as my cape. It looks the same. I don't know. I didn't do that on purpose. I don't know how that happened. But even though they say you really shouldn't really do that, I think it works. It actually looks quite nice. The colours complement each other really well. You wish you had a job on the night shift because you'd make your life a lot easier as an insomniac. Oh, okay. I guess you've just been falling asleep and waking up a lot, and you've been trying to get some sleep. Well, if you need to go to sleep, you shouldn't watch my stream. I'm sorry. Yeah, sleep is very important, guys. I don't want to keep anyone up. There's sometimes I know I do it too when I'm watching other people. They'll ask me, what time is it over there, by the way? And I say, 3 a.m. And then they'll go to bed. What the hell? I understand. But still, I'm still gonna say it. Go to bed. Maybe you are in bed. Maybe you're just watching it on your phone. I'd be fair. I mean, it is a YouTube short stream, so it is bedtime content. I get it. I get the appeal. Let's see. This goes here. Quality content. My goodness. Free? It is free. Okay. What's this? Is this like oh, this is a strawberry on the side. That's cool. It's coming together. I'm liking this. I'm determined to finish this today. This is the stream. It's finishing this one strawberry jam. What do you guys put your jam on? What do you have it with? I like to have jam on pancakes. That's quite nice. You're watching on your phone whilst they're playing Destiny 2 because the grind stops for no one. Oh, okay. Interesting. I haven't played Destiny 2 or Destiny 1, but it sounds like fun. I'm glad that I can be your background content. I love that. I love being... I mean, I'm mostly just talking. The visuals are more just something to stop me from going insane, gives me something to do. Otherwise, I would have, you'd be looking at insane Vieus who has lost her mind and is talking about rats or something. I don't even know anything about rats, but I probably would be talking about rats right now because it would not go out. A real strawberry. I guess it is a real strawberry. It's not actually real, but it's a virtual real strawberry, if that counts. Because this is the jam, and then that's the strawberries on the side. Oh, I guess this... Oh, this is going to be a strawberry flower, isn't it? That's the centre. You put your jam on toast or scones. Also, would not suggest playing this game. She sunk too much money into game to be considered mentally sane. Oh, dear. Fair enough, I see. I understand that. There are some games where you get addicted, and then they will just keep... There's so many things to buy in it. Things like The Sims 4. I mean, it costs over £1,000, I'm pretty sure, to get all the expansions now, which is insane. But I bet there are people out there who've done it. Probably quite a lot of people, because they've been playing for years and they think, oh, it's just another £30 every couple of months. It's worth it. I love this game. And then you realise how much money you've spent on it over your life and you question all of your choices. Oh my god, I understand how it happens. It's there. I like scones as well. I really do like scones. They're very tasty. I've made potato scones before as well. They're quite nice. It's in my National Trust afternoon tea recipe book. It's a really good book. I recommend that. It's got a lot of really traditional cakes and things. It's very nice. It's all based on, not all based on, a lot of it's based on one person's cookbook they found in one of the houses because it was really thorough. And it's a really good insight into what kind of things people would eat back then. Cookbooks are really important for us to understand what people used to have, but it only really represents richer families because the poorer ones would not be writing these things down. They don't have the money for the paper. I mean, paper's expensive. At least it used to be, especially before we had what's it called? Tree paper. It used to be parchment, and that's skin of animals. That is so expensive for a poor medieval peasant or something. Not even medieval. No, I wouldn't say medieval. No, more like, I don't know what time period, but you know what I mean? Like pre-Victorian, or maybe it's somewhere around there. To buy every cosmetics for one character in the DLC is about £2,000. All characters would be 3,500, but that's without buying deluxe or collector's editions. Oh my god. That's... The developers must be making a lot of money. That's so much! What the hell? The Renaissance period. Yeah, that's a good one. Thank you so much. But yeah, that kind of period of time. It's a really good insight into what people used to eat, and it's really interesting. There's some cool recipes out there, and things that you wouldn't think to eat these days, and they actually probably taste quite nice if we give them a chance. I'm gonna have a quick drink. Okay. The model kind of stopped like this. It was an interesting pose. It's fine. It's fine. I don't know. I had this old cookbook that my mum had from the 70s, and there's some really interesting recipes in there that I want to try. Because it's all very traditional stuff. I mean, it's not that old because it's only from the 70s, but it's a good book. It's the kind of, you don't see a lot of those things these days, and it has how things would, like my grandma would make or something, and that's the kind of flavors that are really nice to make sometimes. Because it feels almost nostalgic for things that I never had, even though I mean, my grandma didn't cook that much food because we didn't see her that often, but it's cool. Your mother doesn't trust you to cook? Oh no! Are you a bit of a kitchen disaster, I see? I understand. It happens. I make a lot of mess when I cook, which as long as I clear it up, it's okay, but my mum probably gets a little bit annoyed watching it happen. Oh dear. It's fine. I usually help when we have the Japanese food, so I'll do the curry or something. It's great. As I said earlier, I had some Japanese food tonight. We had gyudon. I really like Japanese food. It's great. It's great. There's this one Japanese supermarket in London, so whenever I go there, as I did this weekend because I went to Comic-Con, I just pop down and stock up on everything I need because it's so good. They have so much stuff there. You should really, if it's available to you and you like Japanese food and it's not too far away, not too hard to get to, go have a look in that shop. You'll know it's the only one, so you'll know which one it is if you look it up. It's fantastic. They have everything. Everything. It's amazing. I love it. I could stay in there forever. You're a messy person, which is ironic since you take food tech and cooking. Oh wow, what? Your mother doesn't trust you to cook and you take food tech and cooking. That's very strange. What have you done to make your mother not trust you in the kitchen when you study those subjects? That just seems so bizarre. Have you just burnt the house down almost a couple of times or something? I think what it must have been something pretty extreme. And we used to do cooking at school as well, but it wasn't very good, honestly. I feel like my school's cooking was a bit sad. They could have been so good. We had really good facilities, but they just didn't really make the most of them. We just always did things like fruit salad, Herbie baked, no, was it? Herbie crusty, Herbie, Herbie, Herbie? I don't know what I'm saying. It's like Herbie something crumble. It was awful. It was so bland. I hated that. Too technical, not enough emotion, surely. Oh, I see. That's why they don't like you to cook. Maybe so. One time in year 7, you almost burnt down the house and she hasn't trusted me since. Oh no! I did that once. I was cooking a cake in my oven and the baking paper was sticking up and it was touching the top of the oven on the heating element and it set it on fire. That was scary. My mum was in the garden hanging up the washing and I had to run outside and shout, "Mum! The house is on fire." The house was on fire. It almost was on fire. I think all we did in the end was just turned off the oven and let it go out. It just let the flames die themselves. I don't know what you could do. I don't know, maybe we should have taken it out. It was a bit scary. You don't want to set yourself on fire and it would have been really hot. You made ice cream from scratch a while back for the cooking exam practice? That's cool! We never did anything like that. We made burgers one time. That wasn't very exciting. I don't know. But now, I can make what I want whenever I want at home. It's fine. You don't need to be at school to make interesting food. So even if we didn't have the most exciting cooking classes, you can still eat and cook whatever you like. Nothing's stopping me. Let's see. I have done something wrong. Oh dear. Oh, okay. I get it. It's because I've blocked this off as if I did it, but I haven't. This is this one. Yes, there we go. Coming together. You've not had one, but two. You've had not one, but 2 grease fires in the last 10 years. Thankfully, they didn't end up being anything serious. Oh dear. That's awful. What the hell? How did you manage that? Have you just been doing a lot of deep frying? My mom doesn't let us deep fry because she's too scared of us setting the house on fire, which is fair. I don't want the house to set on fire. Oh my goodness. What have you been making that causes that? I'm glad they didn't burn your house down. That's very scary. Oh my god. I don't think I'd be able to handle that. I'd panic. You hate school, not because you're bad at it, you just don't like the way education system's set up. Oh, I hated it too, I see. I understand. I went through the same education system as you, the UK education system. It sucks. It's... I don't know. It's just all about memorizing stuff for exams, and then you just forget it a few years down the line. I don't remember half the content I had to remember for my GCSEs. It's gone. Completely gone. And it's like... I don't get it. They should be teaching more practical skills, like how to... There's not enough education on how to get a job, because that is so incredibly difficult, and they don't really help you with that, and then people just really struggle. There's not enough life skills taught at school, and that is something they really should do. Because parents don't know how the job market works these days a lot of the time, because they've got the experience and skills to back them up. They've been doing it for years. That they don't know what it's like for a new person, a young person anymore. And they should be teaching some of this stuff at schools to help people out. It's a tough world. You think you put a pot on it too hot with oil in it, and just putting on the lid on it as a reflex and nothing to worry about. Yeah, you need to be careful with that, Pembu. You could really cause an accident in your house if you're not careful. And you might die. Oh god, please don't do that. Oh dear. Half the stuff you learned in history was not in your first 2 history exams. Yeah, that happens. It sucks. I mean, the thing is, they make you learn all this stuff to memorize as well, and they tell you it's going to be on the exams. It's not on the exams, and I don't get it. I don't know. Sounds similar to the US education system. You will never understand them not teaching practical skills like that either. I know! I don't understand why we haven't had significant education reforms yet. It's not practical for the world we live in, the things that we learn. We need to learn more practical skills. We need to learn how to, for example, things about insurance. What do you need to know? What do you need to insure? What do you need to do to not get in serious issues when you have an accident with your car or something? You know, people don't know these things. You don't know what to look up. Or maybe you need to teach you about some of the things to do, how not to get in massive debt. A lot of people struggle with getting in debt, and then they really struggle to pay it off for years because they were young, naive, didn't know what they were doing, got roped into something by a good salesman. It's scary. I don't know why we aren't taught these things. And we're not taught about politics in the UK either. So people don't know anything about who the people they're voting for are. There's a disinterest because people don't understand a lot of what the government and voting is about. They don't, because they're not informed. So they're like, well, I don't know anything about this. And it's such a shame. Like, if people understood our issues, they could vote for things. I don't know. You're scared when you get a job because you don't know anything about jobs, taxes, insurance? Well, yeah, it's scary. But taxes in the UK, if you're employed, you should be okay. If you're self-employed, you will have to fill out yourself. But if you're employed, it should be done by your employer. So it's not so hard. I know in America, for example, you do have to do it all yourself. But some of it will be done for you. That is something. But I don't know. It's a little bit easier now that we have internet, except people don't know how to search up things either. Well, the other thing with that, Penboo, is people don't know what there is to look up. You don't know some of the things you just won't be aware of that you need to know about as an adult. It's things like the national insurance payments. People don't know about that in the UK. Sorry, you don't know that instinctively is what I mean. You don't know what that is. You have to look into it. You know, do I owe stuff? Do I need to pay stuff? I don't know. You don't understand. Good educational facilities don't teach you skills. They teach you how to learn skills you need. Nobody knows what skills you actually need. Well, they don't do a very good job of that either. That's the thing. The education system as it is doesn't do a great job of that. I don't know. There should be more practical things you need to know, though. It's great to teach you how to learn, but a lot of people don't want to go out their way to learn. And there are some things they really could do with knowing. They really should be taught. I don't know. And hi, Hispanic person, and thank you so much for saying that you like my new model. I really appreciate that. I tried very hard making it. I thank you so much. I hope you're doing good today. You feel like you look like an idiot searching up how to get a job in the UK? Well, that's not stupid at all. But the fact that you don't know how to do that is an issue with the school system. What do you do? A lot of parents, a lot of older people think you can just walk into a shop and be like, do you have any jobs? But most of the time they'll be like, no, go look online. And they'll send you away, and it's such a waste of time. They'll think you can just pop around with your CV, but that's not how it works anymore. You have to do a lot of online testing and apply to hundreds of jobs and get ghosted and never hear back from anyone. And it's a full-time job looking for a job, and it's very, very difficult. Oh my goodness. You can tell I struggle. It's great. Oh my god. Okay, this needs to be filled in here. I'm just sending that in. You're gonna 100% accidentally commit tax fraud or something? Well, yeah, you do need to look into that stuff. There's a lot of really useful web pages on the UK government website, and I do recommend reading through them if you're worried. There's a lot of laws are broken down into simpler words, and it's really, really well laid out in a lot of cases. It's a good resource. It's a really well made website, which is good because you need to know the law. You need to know what's legal, what's not when you want to do something, especially when it's something you're not sure about. Like setting up a business, definitely read all about that. But like they don't teach you how to set up a business. You don't know what to do. You don't know about how not to get in trouble with the law. I feel like there should just be some classes that teach you basic things. I don't know. And no one... Okay, I want something I can remember. They could at least have a class about managing your personal finances. Yeah, they really could. I don't know why they haven't done that. Things like the fact that you should save money and actually have something that is collecting interest of some kind, whether that's investments or saving accounts. Otherwise, inflation will happen and your money will be worth less. They don't tell you that in school. They don't talk about that at all. They're nothing about inflation. That's important. You need to know that. Otherwise, you'll have all this money. Someone might have all this money and they'll just keep it in a current account, and it will never. It will just decrease in value. And even if they've worked really hard at their job, and that's really sad. And they won't know for a couple of years or something. Then they'll realise that they've wasted all this time, and they could have been saving for a better life. You know, it's sad. It's just very sad. Is this a 14? It is 14. Okay, okay. I'm kind of struggling. I'm trying to find places to fill this in, and I don't know where. Oh no, I found one. I found one. I found one. No, I haven't. That's wrong. Never mind. Alright then. I don't know. School is interesting. I'm glad I don't go to school anymore. I did not enjoy that. Not at all. It was. Oh my goodness. I used to come home every day and tell my mum that I hated it. Apparently, because to the point where in preschool, I would tell my mum so much I hated it. The preschool had to prove to her through photos and stuff that I was actually having a nice time. Because I wanted to be with my mum, but on the whole, I'm pretty sure I was having a good time there. I just miss my mum too much. Oh dear. But yeah, that was the time. That was interesting. Can't wait to done with your exams so you can sit around to get to college. Yeah, then you can have your summer holidays. That'd be nice. I'm guessing you're doing your GCSEs right now. Oh, you mid GCSEs? That's so cute. Thank you. That's good. I hope you do well on those. I didn't do GCSEs, which is a fun fact because when I was doing my exams, we had COVID hit, and then we left school on a random Friday, and that was it. And then we were like, oh, okay, are we done? Are we gonna get grades? Are we gonna have GCSEs? And they just gave us predicted grades, and then we had a whole summer of doing nothing, which was nice. And then we went to sixth form. That was a time. Although obviously we were inside all day, and a lot of people had people's families who died or had awful things happen to them. But for me, it was just a very long summer holiday, honestly, where I couldn't go outside. And it was nice. I did have a pretty good time. It was the longest summer holiday I've ever had. And my English teacher kept trying to send us work as well. It was so weird. Even though we had left school completely, we'd finished. Like we had no exams because it had all been cancelled. Everything was clearly not going to happen. But my English teacher was so sure that maybe, just maybe, we'd have some exams. So they kept sending us work, and they'd get in trouble if we didn't do it. So we had to keep writing essays for them, which was interesting. You were in year 8 through 9 in COVID? Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I guess that's not such a bad year group to be in, because I feel like you wouldn't have missed out any really core content because you haven't started GCSEs yet, so that's okay. I feel like that wouldn't have affected your studies too much. Maybe in things like maths, you might struggle because you would get behind. There's a lot of maths content to cover. It's very fast paced. I don't know. You developed really bad social anxiety and mutism during COVID, which is still affecting you to this day. Oh, that's such a shame. Oh my goodness. I hope you get through that one day. I've always had really bad social anxiety myself. I've always really struggled to do things like go to the shop on my own and talk to the person. It's tough, honestly. I've got a lot better at it over the years. I've got a lot of confidence over the most recent years, but it's been a struggle. It's still scary. I still really don't like talking to people. They're just scary. You've gone days without talking? Oh my goodness. I really hope you get through that at some point, you know. It'll take time. I believe in you. If you want to, that is. I don't know, maybe. I would assume you'd want to get better at talking to people again. It is nice to be able to talk to people, obviously. I don't know. Yeah, COVID wasn't great for everyone. I understand that. It was just for me. It was just a long summer holiday, so it was okay. Let's see. Where does this go? I don't know. I'm really struggling to fill in the rest of those. I keep saying that, but I actually I'm doing some intense counting, right? 1, 2, space 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is a bright red. You want to get better at talking to people because text on the screen does not hit the same as talking to people. Yeah, I really do understand that. I don't have many friends that I actually go out and see in real life. I most of my friends are at university and I don't see them for months and months until they come home. And then I'll see them again. And I haven't really made any friends with anyone else. I have online friends, but it's not the same, is it? It's quite sad. You feel like COVID did that for a lot of people, unfortunately. Yeah, I think it did. I think I already even beforehand I don't think it really changed much about me going to talk to people because I was already scared of talking to people beforehand. It didn't really affect me that much. I don't know. Yeah. Goodness. Let's move on to some happy topics, you know? We don't need to talk about sad things today. Don't need to end the stream on a sad note, that would be a shame. I'm trying to finish this thing before I don't want to end it without finishing this, and it's taking a long time, taking longer than I thought it would. Because it's hard. It's a very difficult jam jar. I've done that wrong. There we go. Fill in this. There we go. So this is a strawberry, and this is going to be a flower. I wonder what's going to be down here. I guess it would just be nothing, mostly. I don't know. Oh yeah, that makes me something. I don't know, it just ran a thought. I've noticed a lot of people say things. There's a bit of a strange divide in accents in the UK. I say nothing. Some people say nothing. I only ever heard that when I started hearing people online, but I definitely say nothing. And it made me start to question, have I been saying it wrong? But it is a thing. I definitely know multiple other people who say nothing with like an sound, not an sound. So I don't know. You say the same as you do. Okay. So I'm not insane. It is actually a valid way to say it. That's good. Thank you, Icy. Your friend wrote business is booming on his market business exam. Okay, that's interesting. I did not do business GCSE, so I don't know what kind of stuff you do in that. We did a little bit of a taster of business in computer science in secondary school. But it was just stuff like making spreadsheets for businesses, like you do profits calculators. It was strange. I guess studying business actually useful for knowing about how to set up a business? What do you study? I've always wondered that. I don't know what you do in business studies at school. I'm not a fake Brit. I am a completely valid Brit. I'm just a different type of British person. You think there's a valid divide between the North and the South? Well, which one's northern and which one's southern? Because my accent's a mixture of northern and southern stuff, because it's more of a in the middle kind of accent. You wouldn't know because you don't take business. Ah, fair enough. Okay, never mind. That was not a question you can answer, and that is okay. Where does this go? Why is this so difficult? Can I fill in this free? So we have a 1 after that, then you'd have a 2, another 1 after this. 1, 2, 3. Aha! That is 2 little blocks, which means this would go back to here. And then that would go there. I don't know. There's a lot of strange things about the North and the South. It's like the word scone. You'd think that scone, it sounds posher. But it's not. It's not the posher version, like the Southern version. It's the Northern version, the pronunciation. It's not. In the South, they say scone. But I absolutely say scone. I think it's that O sound. It just sounds more fancy. It's strange. You're a mixture as well, mainly due to your dad being Northern and your mum being Southern. So listening to them both made your accent mix and match. Fair enough. I think my parents have a bit more of a Northern accent than me. But I grew up around people who were more Southern sounding. And I made a conscious effort as a child to retain parts of their accents in my speech to not be made fun of by my family when I go visit them. Because that used to happen. They used to tell me I sounded so posh and I didn't like it. So I made sure to talk a bit more like them. But I do definitely have a lot of Southern things in me because I did have friends that sounded very posh when I was younger. I guess their families just come from very Southern places. I don't know. But then you can get Southern people who really don't sound posh at all. Obviously, you get people in London and Essex. They do not sound posh. They sound like London and Essex people. And they get the whole roadman thing as well. You get told you speak posh. Yeah, it happens. I get told that too sometimes. But not by people from where I'm from, because to them, I don't sound posh. I sound less posh than them. But, I don't know. It's strange. Accents are really fun. I love learning about accents. They're so varied in this country because people would have been in more rural communities. And it's sad to me that we are losing them over time. Like, the accents in the UK are, because of the internet, they're just going to slowly become more standardized. We won't have such variety anymore. And I know it's just going to naturally happen, it's just part of life. But I do like listening to people's different regional accents, and they're really cool. And I wish that it didn't happen, but it will. And I wouldn't be surprised if one day there's not too much of a difference between American and English. English? I guess that's what I mean. It sounded weird when I said English. And they'll probably be very similar accents because the internet will just make us all start talking the same. Accents are so interesting. It's sad to hear some are going away. Yeah, it is very sad. You do perfect roadman impression. It scares your friends. Fair enough. I absolutely cannot, and I do not want to. That would be strange. There are lots of really regional words that people use across the country, because there's a website made by one of the newspapers in the UK where it can be I won't ever do the quiz on stream because it kind of doxes you, because you do the quiz, it asks you loads of questions about how you pronounce certain words, and it basically can figure out where you live based on your accent or where your family is from, and it's really, really accurate. At least that's what I found. And it asks you about different regional words, like what do you call a bread roll, which is what I would call it, but what some people would call, there's so many words, like baps, buns, and I cannot think of any others, but there are loads. I know there are loads. British English, no, English. Exactly, English. Because it's not, British English is not a standardized thing as it is. English isn't standardized. So if we're going to lump it all together, that's so different. Like, Scottish English is still British English. That sounds so different to anything I would say. And Welsh English, and Irish English. They're all types of British, or Northern Irish English, that is. They're all British English. I've always found that straight. Like, what? Northern Ireland is not in Britain. It's in the UK, but it's not in Britain. So is it even British? Or are they just UK people? I don't know, anyway. But yeah, it's like, what else do you call it? It is English. It just sounds funny. Somehow you don't think the merge of the American and British accents will be the mid-Atlantic accent? It's a nice accent, though. Yeah, no, that accent was never really something that people spoke. I don't think so. I think it will be very heavily American more than anything. Because there's just more American people in the world, and it's more of what we would hear on social media. Which is sad, but it's what will happen. Because obviously I like English accents as someone who is English. It'll be fine. We might get a little bit of your Canadian accent, possibly. I don't know. We'll see. Bits and pieces from here and there. I like Australian accents. They're so interesting to listen to because it's like so much of it sounds English, and then they have words which really don't sound English because it's just somewhere in the middle. What have I done here? Oh no, that is right. Okay. It's a cool accent. I don't know. I like it. They're very fun. Some accents are really hard to understand as someone who has the exposure I've had to the accents I've had exposure to. I really struggle with some Scottish accents. Part of the problem with the Scottish accents is that it's not always English. Like sometimes it's Scots, which has a lot of words that aren't English words in it that we don't use anywhere else. It's kind of hard for those. Hello, Corbzilla 300. I recognise you. How are you doing today? Welcome back. Hope you're having a great day. We're talking about accents. What accent do you have? If you have an accent. Well, no. Everyone has an accent. What did I mean by that? I don't know. If you're not like a foreign English speaker is what I meant. Obviously you would have an accent of that country in that case, but I meant if you're from like a country that speaks English as a first language, what kind of accent do you have? Abigail? I came out so badly. I'm so sorry. I cannot words sometimes. It's fine, it's fine. I don't know. Sometimes I try harder to really enunciate my words on my streams because I do mumble a lot and then I don't speak properly and people won't be able to understand me. Especially some people aren't used to hearing English accents all the time and it's not the most standard English accent. You're Canadian. English is your primary language. Oh, we've got 2 Canadians in the chat. That's cool. So you've got Canadian accent. That's very nice. I like Canadian accents. I honestly, I do struggle to know whether or not an accent is Canadian or American. And I know it's terrible because they do sound different. But I just don't know which one's which. And it's not good. I wish I did. I do like it. It sounds cool. Why is everyone on the South Coast has such chavvy accents? What's down the South Coast? It's more like the South East that has those accents more than anything I see. I think in the West, they have quite a different. They have the Cornwall accent and stuff like the West Country accent stuff over there. It's quite different, and I really like those accents. They're really pretty. Like they're so. I don't hear those accents. I think they're becoming more and more rare, and they're so nice. I don't know. I'm just gushing over people's accents today. Oh my goodness. Hello, fellow Canadian. Yeah, we got the Canadians here today. I'm not a fan of the Essex accent, honestly. I know. I'm so sorry if someone here listening at some point is from Essex. I'm not a fan of the London Roman accent either. I don't think it sounds very pleasant. It's because of the stereotype, I guess. It just makes you sound like you're gonna hurt someone, you know? It's scary. It makes you think that they're gonna try and be aggressive or something. It's quite an aggressive sounding accent. I've always found that. I don't know. Maybe it's just a bad stereotype. To be fair, you've been living in the southeast your whole life. Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, that would be why you'd know that. I don't know. I really like Yorkshire accents as well. I'm just naming accents at this point, but they're really cool. It's very unique in Yorkshire. They're really proud of their accents there as well. Everyone from Yorkshire is so proud that they're from Yorkshire. And I think that's so cool because Yorkshire is such a fun place. There's some really nice scenery there. They've got some really good are they mountains? They're like massive hills. But it's a fun place. I love Yorkshire. I want to go there again. I should do. Also, they had Yorkshire puddings. They made that. That's great. You can be talking normally and people would think you start something with them. I know, Altrania, obviously you have a London accent and it is somewhat, it does have hints of that kind of road-mannish sound. You do sound aggressive just because of your accent. And it's a shame that is how we perceive it, but it's just how it is. And it makes you sound intimidating sometimes, I think. People think you're going to hurt them when you're not. You're fine. Rather large hills. We do have a lot of rather large hills in the UK. A lot of them probably wouldn't be large enough to be considered mountains, but they're still fun places to go. Not so tough on the legs, I guess. It's not so far to climb. We do have some mountains over 1,000 meters. They're mostly in Scotland. But yeah. There's one that's very close. I think Scafell Pike, which is the tallest in England, is 980 something, or maybe it's 970 something. It's very close to 1,000, but it didn't quite make it. Maybe someone could stick a pole on it, and then we'd have a 1,000 meter tall mountain in England. And Jenny's trying to start singing with me. Just kidding. Oh my goodness. He's not. I swear he's not trying to start anything. You picked up your ability to clone a roadman accent from your brother and cousin who both live in London. Ah, I see. Did they have a roadman accent? Oh my god. That's ooh. Tough life. I swear, it is. If you have that accent naturally, people, it must be quite harsh. People must always be thinking that you're going to do something, and then it must be quite an aggressive life. I don't know. I feel like my accent doesn't sound like I'm trying to start. Yeah, it definitely doesn't sound like you're going to start something with you. It just sounds kind of southern. But it's fine. Let's see. Oh, I'm seeing things. This is going to complete this row. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Nice. Yes, they do, which causes people to question if you and them are actually related. Oh, I see. Interesting. Well, that's what happens when you live far apart. It's like my cousins have quite different accents to me because they don't live anywhere near me and they've grown up with family and everyone who speaks different what is that? Accents, not. I think we're trying to say languages with an A at the start. It's ended up being ang. You're down for your voice says you're down for the transverse of the deep voice. Oh, I guess. Oh, okay. I see. I get it. All right. But I'm sure your accent is still nice. You know, I think everyone's accent is still. It could be good in some ways. He writes too aggressively. He's not. He's not trying to. I swear. He's a really, really nice guy. Eltron's lovely. He's not trying to hurt you. He's just sometimes not great at tone. I've always found that with him. He's not the best at depicting the tone he means. And some people just struggle with that, and that's okay. Where's this go? That is not a red, that was a green. Whoops. Right, we're filling in these rows. We are getting there. That goes there. There we go. Alright, we've done the strawberries. There is no more red left to do. It's all green and a little tiny bit of grey at the bottom, which I can fill in right now. Like so. Okay, now it is actually all green. There's nothing else in it. So, can I fill it in? That is the real question. Let's see. This seems strange. What have I done? Right, that here. There's one there. This one here. I filled in this one. There should be a one underneath. There we go. Almost done. We are almost done. I'm so excited to see this jam jar with its lovely strawberries. It's looking really cool. If you look at that, this full-size picture, very pretty. It's very nice. Oh, by the way, if you go on this website, I recommend right-clicking and muting your tab because you will get jump scared every time you finish a puzzle. There's no music on this website, but when you finish a puzzle, it has these really loud, I don't know, it's like cymbals, or maybe it's a gong, and it just makes a really loud noise. And it's the, well done, little sound effect. But it's scary. When you don't see it coming, it's like, oh, why is that so loud in my ears? Because it is loud if you have your volume. How I like to have my volume, where I have things turned down and stuff. It's scary. So, Chrome remembers always to have this tab muted for me, because I don't want to be jump scared. No, 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 no. Very bad. Oh yeah, that row finished itself. That's nice. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. And another 1, 2, 3, 4. And a 1, 2, 3. I'm just trying to finish this now. I'm so close, you know. I just want to get it done. Okay, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Okay, moving on. So, do you guys like strawberries? I like strawberries. I've already talked about strawberries. I want to talk about strawberries again. I was looking at my strawberries and like, ooh, strawberries. No. Bad. I don't know why, but I just thought of donuts and I'm going to talk about them, so here we are. I like donuts very much. I really like the seaside donuts. They're very nice. I think it's quite a UK specific thing, the seaside donuts we have. I don't know, maybe it's not. But they're the ones that you deep fry, not the ones that you bake. And they're really, really, really good. And they're really fresh and hot and they're so tasty. But I understand they're not the easiest things to... Oh god, I've done something wrong here. Wait. What have I done? No, what have I done? Is it an issue with this one here? It is. Oh, okay. Strawberries are really great. You recently saw a strawberry video. Yeah! Yeah, I love strawberries. Used to dislike donuts and slowly started to like them. Oh, that's cool, that's cool. But I do also really like the baked ones. There's so much variety in donuts. And I don't understand why they're all called donuts. Because it's like, which one do you mean sometimes? There's too many different types of donut. There's no common word that we use to distinguish them. Because there are the donuts that you get at the seaside. And there's no name for that most people know. I don't know what it's called. Is it like deep fried donuts? But then you deep fry regular donuts, don't you? And then you bake them. Like, why is the English language not got a term for seaside donut? Is it just seaside donuts? That's such a weird way of referring to them. It's so weird. Also, we spell it differently to other countries as well. It's like we have the DOUGHNUTS instead of the DONUTS. I was struggling then to spell that out loud. I don't know why I could spell it. It's just trying to make sure I pronounced all the letters. Donuts are great. They are great. Krispy Kreme's originals are some of your favorites. Oh my god, I love Krispy Kreme. It's so expensive, but it's so good. I want donuts now. Maybe I'm just hungry. I think that's why I thought of them. I was like, food. I'm gonna have a yogurt after I finish my stream. That'll keep me going. I've already had my tea, so I don't really have a whole meal or something. Something small. I don't have any desserts at the moment. I need to buy some. Or I can make some. I don't know. It takes a long time to make dessert. Although it usually ends up being cheaper in the long run. So you for the amount of dessert you get per ingredient. It's tasty. There's no Krispy Kreme in your city and it upsets you. Oh no! That's so sad. I mean, in the UK at least, you don't have to go to a Krispy Kreme restaurant. You can get them at places like Tesco, which is a supermarket. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They just have a little kiosk with Krispy Kreme. Not even a kiosk. It's just like a fridge. You don't really. Is it a fridge? I don't know. They have these shelves with Krispy Kremes, and you can go buy them at the shop, and it's very nice. It's good. Clearly they're very popular. But yeah, you mean you have to go to an actual place to sit down and eat them or something. Your phone autocorrects American a lot, which annoys you an unequivocally amount. I recommend I see you go into your phone settings. You probably got your language settings set on American English. Just go through it, have a look at it. I bet you can change it to English UK. It should be an option, assuming it's a nice working phone. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you should be able to do that because I don't think my phone does that because I think I changed it. You checked it out and it's set to English UK. Really? That's so weird. I don't know. Just be stubborn then and just keep telling it, no, it's not autocorrect American. And then it will learn how you type, I guess. Or maybe add to the dictionary your words. You do something like that. That might work. Maybe. Just try. Just keep telling it that it's wrong and you speak English, not... I love English. Not American English. I don't know. I find it so strange that the Americans really wanted to be different, so they had to make their own little spellings for things. Just makes everything more confusing. Why do we have... English spelling is already hard enough, and then you've got 2 sets of spelling to deal with? Why? Why do we have to have that? I feel people... My friend went to America. So she started school in the UK and then she went to America and I don't know what year, but she'd already learned some of the English spellings. And then she used to get marked wrong because she'd put the spelling she learned in the UK in her papers and things. And it must have been so hard learning which spellings were English and which were American. And then she came back to the UK eventually. I mean, oh my god, that's so tough. Like, having to learn 2 different sets of spelling and knowing which one is which. I mean, I know which one would be which, but for a child, that's tough, especially a young child. You popped your UK... You popped... Why did I say UK? You popped your knee? Oh my god. Oh my god. Do you want to go to the doctor? I mean, it's very late at night. I don't know if they... Is it something we worth calling an ambulance for? Or is it something that happens often? I know some people do have recurring knee issues. Do you think you can unpop it? You might want to go to the hospital if you pop your knee. That's concerning. You do know why the US loves trying to be different. It's very confusing sometimes. It is strange. I don't know. They're a strange country. Every country's strange from an outside perspective though, honestly. You can look at any country and say that. It's just how the world is. It makes things interesting, I guess. Although, then you have Canadian English, which is a mix of both. Yeah, and so that makes things even more confusing. And it's like, there's no standardization. Like, different countries have... Each English-speaking country has its own set of spellings that they've decided to use. I mean, I bet the spelling is a bit of a variety in somewhere like Australia or somewhere like New Zealand, both English-speaking countries, but... It's fine, it happens. Okay. So it's something you deal with often. I'm so sorry to hear that you're in pain though. That really sucks. I hope you can put it back in place soon. So you don't have to deal with that. Oh, that does sound really painful. We're almost finished! So I'm really excited then. You just go for this. This one here. And these 2. And then this one. Yay! I made a strawberry thing with the flowers. It looks so pretty. I love it. I love the jam jar and the little bow and the little straw. It's beautiful. Thank you so much. We did it. Alright then. That is our nonogram finished. It was massive and it took me ages, but I completed it. Thank you so much, Belko61, the author of this nonogram. Did a great. I love this illustration. It does look lovely. Apparently it took me 3 hours. I mean, the stream wasn't 3 hours. I started it before the stream, but then I had it open for a while, so that'll be why it took so long. Yeah, I'm so proud of myself. We did it. Maybe I'll do another nonogram stream next week or maybe the week after. We'll see, we'll see. I'll need to come up with some topics. But yes, thank you so much everyone for coming. Tomorrow is the Throw the Opinion podcast, which I always link on my community tab. And the day after that, if you're not interested in the podcast, which not everyone is, we are doing Lego Lord of the Rings at 8 PM BST. So if you want to see that, come back. But thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow for that podcast. And bye bye everyone. Good night. It's very late here, so night night. You're welcome, Alan. And I'm glad you were able to catch the end too, Penby. I'll see you all another time. Happy time zone. Good night. Bye bye. Bye bye.